Alright, I guess this shit's happening. You motherfuckers ready for a surprise episode? Let's fucking do it. Motherfucking go! Welcome to the greatest one-man show in the history of mankind. It's the Dusty Smith Show. So, do know what to fucking do. Internet is still borked. What it's doing is disconnecting continuously, but it seems to happen mostly in prime time hours. So, between like 7 and 9, 7 and 10, right when I'm doing my show, disconnects a million times. So, I'm doing the show right now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down when I'm done with it. And I'm going to upload it in its own separate video and do like a premiere for it at the regular time. And just hang out with chat and talk to people like I normally do. So if you're watching this in the live premiere, you can still super chat me and I will read every single one of them. In the after party, I'm going to do right after this show, I'm going to do a after party for everybody, a public after party right after the premiere of this show tonight. I'm going to do the premiere at 8. Last one 8 to 10:30, something like that. At 10:30, we do the after party publicly, and we're gonna try that shit out. The guy's supposed to come out tomorrow and look at my internet. I don't know if he's gonna be able to fix it or not, but I gotta get this motherfucking shit going. Some of this material is a week old. Like, I've been trying to do this show since Thursday. Some of this stuff's from like Tuesday and Wednesday of the last week, and in internet time, that's like 10 fucking years. It like rots on the vine. I'm the last motherfucker to talk about this shit, so I'm sorry that some of this material is dated, but I have to get this motherfucking shit out. And also expect that there's gonna be a couple of disconnections. Hopefully they're only gonna be a couple minutes, but no one's gonna be watching this show anyway, so it's gonna be fine. We're going to goddamn work it out. So basically, I'm just going to finish doing all my material I had ready to do on the last show, which we tried to do on Friday, but didn't fucking work. I tried it on Thursday too, but also didn't work. We're gonna do it right now, folks. We're gonna do it all. So on the last episode that went horribly, I had to quit in the middle of it. I rage quit in the middle of it. We did the religious bullshit section, and we did the he shall be Elon section. Sort of. Not very well, but we sort of did it. So now we're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off before. Little thing I like to call the trash world. Shut the fuck up, Dusty. Turn that music off. Trash World, it's a Trash World, a surprise episode of your favorite show. Maybe it's not such a trash world, because we get to hang out together on this beautiful Monday. I love you, Trash World. And starting us off on the Trash World, some depressing bullshit. I started playing this video on the last show, but we got cut off, so this is where we ended. Imagine being this fucking piece of shit. He's dealing with a guy who's clearly got mental impairments, right? But no empathy, no respect. Just gonna treat him like a goddamn piece of garbage. He got fired for this, but that's too good. Let's have a look.
An Albuquerque police officer charged with using excessive force in an incident involving a disabled man. It happened at the Target on Coors in August of last year, when a man buying a bike was dragged from the store by officers. Officer Kenneth Skeens has since been fired from APD. News 13's Natalie Wattis joins us with the video.
Former APD officer Kenneth Skeens is now facing 4 charges, including false imprisonment and battery, after lapel video shows police pull the victim by his arms out of the store.
On August 19th, 2022,
3 Albuquerque Police Department officers approach a man at a self-checkout counter at the Target on Coors, struggling to check out. The Attorney General's office identifying the man as having disabilities.
Hi, sir. Have a ticket, please. Go ahead and grab all your money. Let's walk out, okay?
The man continues to try to check out as APD officer Kenneth Skeens tells him he's being detained.
Put your money down. You're coming with us, okay? Just put your money down, okay? You're coming with us, okay?
The man tries to explain.
Took me a while.
Pick your money up. You're coming with us.
Trying to buy a shit.
It just took me a little while.
Gotcha. You took too long. Go ahead and pick
Took
your
too
money
long
up.
to pay for your shit.
The man apologizing.
I'm
Pick your money
sorry.
up. You're coming. Do you want to walk us to walk you out, or you want to walk yourself out?
The police grabbing the bike the man seems to be purchasing.
Can I please just pay
So we're
for
gonna grab the money for you, okay?
Skeens can be heard in the video telling the man he's going to be issued a criminal trespass that says he can't come back to the business anymore. The man still trying to explain.
I was just getting my money out because I don't want to lose it.
So here's your money.
I keep
Put
it
it in
tight
your
right
pouch.
now. Yeah,
Put it up, and let's walk out, okay? We'll go up the door.
He starts to yell, "I'm calling 911." Then police grab him.
We're walking out.
He struggles against the officers, falling to his knees at one point. They sit him down outside. He doesn't believe they're actually cops.
You're not police.
Yes, we are. We're Albuquerque
No,
Police
you're not. You're security.
Skeens asks him his name again, and when he doesn't give it,
Say, just go ahead and put him in handcuffs, because he's refusing to identify himself.
the man still trying to talk to 911 as he's put into handcuffs.
They won't let me talk to you.
The man still confused as he kneels in cuffs.
See our badges? Remember when I told you I was with the police
No
department?
humanity whatsoever.
You have to identify
Nothing
yourself.
inside these pigs.
That's his car.
They're on our
That's my
uniforms,
car.
okay? That's your own fault. So now you're going to be charged
your own
with
fault.
concealing identity, resisting officers, okay?
It's your own fault that we're abusing you. It's your own fault you're mentally impaired and we're not patient enough to let you buy the shit you have the money to pay for. It's your fault we're doing this. Just goddamn it. There's no reforming this goddamn bullshit. Fuck it all. It's 8 o'clock. I never smoke anything on this show, but it's a special surprise episode, so we're going to see Stone Dusty. You guys never see Stone Dusty. We'll see how this shit goes, and then another one, prepare to get even more angry. So this guy was paralyzed by the police. They assisted him to the ground. They basically grabbed him, swept his legs out, he hit the ground, and paralyzed him. And so after they paralyzed him, watch how they treat him. God damn it.
I can't breathe.
Are we going to keep doing
I
this?
can't breathe.
You're talking, you're breathing.
You're talking, you can breathe. Okay, let's stand up. Stand up.
Put on your big boy pants.
on.
You
Put
want
on
to
your
act
big
like
boy
a man.
pants. They just paralyzed him. Put on your big boy pants. You want to act like a man. Hey, it's just a little paralysis, you fucking pussy. You made us do this.
Okay, let me out, please. Let me out, please. Yeah.
Imagine how terrifying that would be.
Stand up.
Stand up. Come on, you're a man. Be a man.
You're a man, be a man. They gotta emasculate him. What the fuck does that do with anything? But yeah, we paralyzed you. Let's emasculate you.
My leg.
You can feel your legs.
All right, there's a wheelchair right behind you. You get to sit.
Stand up.
I can't feel my legs, dude. I'm sorry. I can't feel my legs. Dear God. Dear God, damn it, I can't feel my legs.
Come on. Don't forget your pasta box. We are done with your silly little games. He was assisted to the ground.
He was assisted to the ground.
No. Yeah, the nose thing just happened in the grass out there.
He's trying to say, I can't feel my legs. I'm paralyzed,
My
terrified.
legs.
As they laugh.
Do we want to just grab his arms and flop him up on the bed and then we can...
That just doesn't go more. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, fuck. All right.
All right, sit up. We're gonna move those cuffs around.
What the fuck?
Come on, sit up for me, Mr. Gross. Sit up for me.
You paralyzed him.
There you go. Yeah, it might be some temporary for me landing on him, but
I think it's fine, but.
He's fine.
when I took him, I had him in an arm bar, and so I swept his feet and tried to get him to land on his knees, and then so I was on top of him, but his knees hit.
So he didn't like just.
No, I didn't like just plank him out. No, that would be wrong.
Yeah, you did. You broke his fucking neck or whatever. Yeah. Police California paralyzed a 67-year-old Army veteran. Doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? They don't actually care if you're a vet. During a traffic stop, yeah. Cops shouldn't be doing fucking traffic stops. There should be no traffic stops. Everything should be done with cameras and shit. We have modern technology to take care of this. We have to defund these people. We have to completely upend the system. After 3+ years, Gregory Gross has been awarded $20 million. Yeah, taxpayer money. They don't care. It's not their money. Every cop should have to have insurance, like a doctor. And if your insurance premium goes up too much, you can't pay it, you lose your fucking job. Taxpayers should have to pay for this, but we do. They bankrupt us, and they don't give a fuck. And one of the largest police settlements in history, another taxpayer bailout for the cops. Yep. Good times keep on rolling for the taxpayers. And yeah, I totally agree with this. If the police did their jobs, everyone would trust them. Ain't no song called Fuck the Fire Department. Yeah, if they were good, if they actually protected and served, we would have a fucking problem. The reason everybody hates cops is because they deserve to be hated. They earn it. Fuck these people. Don't be a cop, folks. Don't be part of the system. And speaking of trash world, Florida baby dies after teen mom adds fentanyl to bottle. Hey, but don't worry, folks. She thought it was cocaine, so it's fine. She thought she was only giving her baby cocaine. She didn't know it was fentanyl. So first off, don't do cocaine because there might be fentanyl in it. Secondly, don't do fentanyl. Thirdly, don't put drugs in your baby's bottle, okay? It don't make no fucking sense. Apparently, an old, I don't want to say it's wives' tale, but an old home remedy for teething babies is cocaine. Apparently, they used to do that back in the day or some shit. But don't do that. I don't understand why I even have to say these words. Why are these sentences having to leave my lips? But don't put fucking cocaine in your baby's bottle. All right? You fucking morons. So now our baby's dead and she's going to jail probably forever. Yeah, it's the trash world. That's the point of the whole goddamn segment. And then, god damn it, yeah. I love how even when cis people do shit, these broke brains still try to blame trans people. It's just nuts. They literally can't think of anything else. This is Brock Turner, the convicted rapist. He goes by Alan, recently bought a house in Oakwood, Ohio. Cis guy. So, of course, the comment is, looks like he's growing his hair out. He'll probably be Brittany Turner soon. Yeah, he probably raped her because he's trans, even though he's not. He's completely 100% cis, but trans people always responsible for everything, especially when they're not. Just goddamn anti-woke mind virus destroying minds of the goddamn American citizens everywhere. And speaking of which, transphobic Michigan salon owner declares she won't serve trans or queer people, says they should seek service at pet groomers. Now her suppliers are dropping her salon. Good. Drop this motherfucker. Follow the announcement that some LGBTQ plus members, particularly transgender and queer folks, are not welcome at her salon. A Michigan salon owner has been barred from affiliating with Jack Winpro, a product line she had used, promoted, and sold there. According to a cis-deleted Facebook post, she advised those looking for hair care services and identified as anything other than a man or woman. I mean, transgender people identify mostly as either a man or a woman. I don't know what you're saying. Seek service at a local pet groomer, she announced. You are not welcome with the salon. So anyway, unfortunately, I'm sure bigots will have her back. They probably already raised $10 million from her because that's how the way this goddamn trash society works. J.K. Rowling out there so desperate to dunk on trans people any chance she gets. Now her talking point is, trans people are dangerous because we need to know your birth sex because of blood transfusions. She says, it was recently discovered that those given transfusions of blood from the opposite sex had poor outcomes, including fatalities. I stumbled across this fact while researching my book, Troubled Blood. Only funny thing, it ain't fucking true. Hi, I used to work at a blood bank. This is not a thing. Do better research for your book, you turf piece of shit. Just anything, folks. Anything to justify their bigotry and their transphobia. Hey, I'm just trying to save people from bad blood transfusions. That's why I'm anti-trans. Nope. Fail. Fuck off. And Dog the Bounty Humor. Dog the Bounty Hunter. You're stoned. Looking like a fucking aged catcher's mitt. Out here just displaying his transphobia so bad that his daughter, which I'm going to show you, had to go public and apologize for him. But there's no apology for this. He is just a subhuman piece of shit.
And you can see that for many, many years, these holy rollers have done just that, rolled around. And you see where they've got us now? They've got kids changing their sexuality.
Yep.
They
Come
preach
on.
about tithing more than they do about what's going on.
Yep.
They're so wacko themselves that where they have brought us all is to the gates of hell. So we have to stop all that, rebuke them. 2 ways to rebuke. In Jesus' name, and then physically.
You're about to call for violence against transgender people and Dylan Mulvaney. Why is this not considered terroristic threats?
Get out the way. You like laying hands on people, Doug, and I have a feeling it's not the type of hands we do in the church.
Yeah, he's got little man syndrome. He's a little bitch. He's a fucking cowardly sack of shit and likes abusing people. Likes taking whatever little bit of power he has in this world and using it to take advantage of fucking people. It's insecurity. He's not comfortable in his manhood. That's exactly what this is fucking about. So he has to project this masculine alpha male, but no, we see right through it. You are so goddamn insecure, pitiful, pathetic, you little piece of goddamn shit.
Right, well,
I've seen your shows.
as Jesus was not a sissy. When the garage sales...
Well, you are, motherfucker. You're a sissy. I'll call you a fucking sissy to your face. You know what you'll do about it? Get your ass whipped. I ain't a tough guy, but fuck, I'd whoop dog's ass. Fuck this motherfucker.
The garage sale guys were in his father's house.
Ooh.
And those people were really dependent on selling their meat.
I want to publicly challenge Dog the Bounty Hunter to a fight for charity. If you're watching Dog, I've never had a fight in my entire fucking adult life. I'm not a badass. I'm 5 foot fucking nothing. Let's do it. Come on, big man. Come on, step the fuck up, you old goddamn boomer geezer motherfucker.
And all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long of a whip he had, but he threw over the tables, whooped them all, threw them out. So, and then that poor fig tree, he said he went over there, was a little hungry. And
oh, yeah, he killed a fucking fig tree. What a big, tough-ass man.
The fig tree didn't have any figs on it.
Yeah, I know he's 75. I'm going to whoop his old goddamn ass. I'm going to whoop that geriatric motherfucker's ass. I don't give a fuck how old he is. He'd be 90 years old. Pull that motherfucker out, push him out in his goddamn wheelchair. I'm going to kick him over and stomp his fucking teeth in. Joking. None of this. I'm joking. I'm joking. YouTube, it's a joke.
And he said, listen, you punk, you'll never grow another fig. I'm hungry. So he was not a sissy man. And so that's what we need is, I heard a preacher say the other day, we don't need no more sissy men. Even Joel Osteen has become a man. So we need men and women that are willing to stand up against evil.
That's right.
And
I'm willing.
speak the word of God.
I'm willing to stand up against you, dog. I'm fucking willing to stand up goddamn against evil. There's no fucking more evil than a sack of shit like you using this platform to threaten violence against innocent people. You're not innocent though, motherfucker. I'm not threatening violence though. I'm just kidding. It's a joke, YouTube.
Pride month, was it? What month was it? With all the business.
Yeah, it is.
Pride month.
Y'all are gonna get my Facebook shut down, but it's okay. Y'all, if we go down, come bail us out.
Pride cometh before a fall.
Oh, yes.
If they want to shut us off because quoting the scriptures, I've got a lot of good lawyers. So pride cometh before the fall. And
You look pretty proud right there, motherfucker. You ready for your fall?
You trip. That means they're falling to the right and to the left. Target, Belinsky, all these guys that are backing those jokers up are taking billion-dollar beatings. They're falling.
You want to take a beating?
I have compassion for
nobody.
People that are lost like that.
Agreed.
You know,
that's why you're calling violence for them, right? You have such compassion. You're really showing your Christianity, motherfucker. God damn it. Wheel this motherfucker out of the old folks' home. I don't give a shit.
Saved.
They need to be
And
saved
healed.
and delivered.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I still have friends that are that way.
Yeah.
A family member that is that way.
Right.
So
And we love them.
Yes, but
Yes.
that's not the way God made us. He
Exactly.
didn't make Adam and Steve. He made Adam and Eve. So that's exactly how it is.
So clever. You're so clever. That old dinosaur fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm only like 5'8", dude, so I'm a short king. Dusty, 8 tall, but fuck. I'll whoop an old man. I'm an old man myself, so wheel him out. Where you at, dog? Accept my challenge, you and me. I don't care where it fucking is. As long as we make money, I'm not fighting for free. But for charity. Money for charity. Anyway, yeah. These people look like shit robots. They're just disgusting blobs of flesh, waste of oxygen thieves. Fuck them all. I'm trying to be more controversial, y'all. So I was going to talk about this later. So let me skip down to the bottom of here. So David Pakman got on his Twitter. And he was like, hey, who would you guys like to see me interview on my show? And so I was like, Dusty Smith. And like, I got the most votes, 36 people. Most people voted for me. A lot of people commented and they said, hey, you should interview Dusty Smith. That would be a great idea. Interview Dusty Smith. Crickets from David Pakman. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. Even when he asks and people say, hey, here's who you should interview, people still won't let me on their fucking show. And I have a theory. I'm just not fucking controversial enough anymore. Okay? He had old ass Dawkins on there to talk shit about trans people, right? I can't fucking get the time of day from anybody. And it's not because I'm a boring guest. Fuck no. I'm a great guest. Not because I'm bad for ratings. Hell no. There's something fucking else about it. So I guess I'm just not controversial enough. So I'm going to start challenging motherfuckers to fights. We'll see how that goes. Destiny. I want Destiny to fight. Destiny, you're like 15 years younger than me. All right? About the same height. Destiny. Let's do it. Who else am I going to fight? You guys think I take Vosh? Vosh is about 6'2". You guys think I take Vosh? Vosh! I kind of like Vosh, but Vosh, whatever. Who gonna fight Dusty? I'm totally serious. I'm controversial, y'all. I'm controversial. You know who should vote? Monkeys. Monkeys should get the vote. Why don't monkeys not get the vote? They learn sign language and shit. I'm controversial, y'all. All right? Tell your friends. Anyway, what you gonna do? Pac-Man is super vanilla. He is. We need that, though. We need a few vanilla motherfuckers out there. A few serious people, because I am not a serious person. To do the news, right? Need all shapes and sizes. Sam Cedar. I don't want to fight Sam Cedar, though. Beating up Sam Cedar would be like kicking a puppy. I don't want to do that. But I like Aaron Brown, too. I don't want to fight him either. I don't really want to fight anybody. I'm just joking. But, you know, got to be more controversial, y'all. Got to step it up. Working on it. I made your funny videos, man. You're not funny nor fun to watch anymore. Well, why are you watching me then, you idiot? You literally could be doing anything else with your life, period. Like, the entire world is your oyster. You have the internet. Could be reading any book, playing any game, watching any movie, any TV show. And yet instead you're here watching me right now bitching. How pathetic are you? Good God. Might want to get a life there, dude. And then, let's see, we did Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh, yeah, so his daughter had to get out there and apologize for him. Dog the Bounty Hunter's lesbian daughter. Oh, there's his problem right there. Yeah, I want to fight Hassan Piker. Yes, Hassan Piker. I can take Hassan Piker. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Dusty. Dusty, come on. Really? Really? Hassan Piker. Dude, 6'2", jacked. All right, but hear me out, okay? I think he has a glass chin. That's right, Hassan Piker. Glass chin, Hassan Piker. Right there. I will one shot. Boom. Fall. You gonna fall? Bigger they are, harder they fall, motherfucker. So Hassan Piker, you been called out. Bitch. Bitch. Cowardly bitch. Scared. Hassan Piker scared. I want everybody to know it. Everybody know. Hassan Piker scared of Dusty Smith. I don't blame you, Hassan Piker. If I were you, I'd be scared as fuck too. Keep hiding, Hassan Piker, if that is your real name. Anyway, lesbian daughters apologized to trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney in the wake of her father's homophobic rant where he appeared to threaten Dylan. Donald Trump ain't gonna fight me. He ain't gonna even show up to the fucking debates. Bust up Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh also died. And Matt Walsh wants to fight me. 100% Matt Walsh. It's on. You and me for charity. I promise you I'll show up. Promise. Matt Walsh. Ben Shapiro. Little Bitty Shapiro. Hey, Little Bitty. You want to fight? Let's do it. Okay? Winner takes all. The whole purse. You can bring your purse, Bitty? I'm sure you are. Hassan is 6'4". Psh. I ain't scared. What's Hassan gonna do when I punch him right in his fucking jaw? Nothing. He ain't gonna do shit except for fall over, cry, give me his fucking money. We'll kick him down, take his lunch money. Talking to you, Hassan Piker. All right, anyway. Yeah, I don't think Ron DeSantis is gonna fight me, y'all. Seriously. Hassan would kick your ass? No. What are you talking about? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Hassan Piker go kick my ass? How? How? You're just stupid. You're just stupid. All right, I tried to send you super chats for the last 2 shows. Sum this up. He said, don't fuck with Hassan. Not a good idea. Shh. I ain't scared. Dusty interviewed Dog Girl. She won't interview me. She got banned from Twitter because she was talking about having sex with her father or like abuse. I actually kind of feel bad. Clearly, she got some problems. But she was like talking about how much she likes having sex with her father on Twitter, and they banned her for it. So I guess no free speech on Twitter, Elon Musk. Did Dusty get laid recently? I'm stoned. I'm hitting this tobacco, this 100% legal tobacco. And it got me feeling a little giddy and goofy a little bit. But also, I'm controversial as shit now. It's a new, improved, but also worse Dusty, who don't give a fuck anymore. Fight David Silverman. If David Silverman wants to fight me for charity, I will fight David Silverman. Promise you. Promise you, David Silverman. Spit in my mouth, motherfucker. Spit in my mouth. You guys get that reference at all? Don't worry about it. Come on, David Silverman. Where you at? Let's do it. Matt Dillahunty not going to fight me anyway. But Matt Dillahunty won't even talk to me. But plus, I like Matt Dillahunty. I won't fight Matt Dillahunty. Dusty got that diggity dang. Nah, it's medical tobacco. Giggle Bush? Never fucking. Oh, Giggle Bush. Yeah, it's the Giggle Bush. Yeah. All right. Do it OnlyFans with Hassan. Hell yeah. Only if I get to be the top. I can't be no bottom. You think Hassan would let me top him? You guys think he would? Somebody ask Hassan, because maybe. He a good looking guy. Maybe. Late stage Dusty at the F-it stage, and it's beautiful. Yeah, fuck it. Controversial from here on out. Anyway, she apologized. Let me get back on the story. Where he appeared to threaten Dylan. He didn't appear, he did. Lisa Chapman, who starred in the Dogs reality TV show, tells TMZ she would like to send her apologies to Dylan and the trans community as a whole, and her heart breaks over Dog's hateful comments. I mean, it's not her fault. But she's like, this is not my father. This is not really who he is. It is, though. You have to accept that he is a garbage human, all right? I know he's your dad and you want to think better of him, and maybe you've seen better sides of him, but this is who he is in public, so this is who he really fucking is. He's just not a good man. Perhaps you should separate yourself for him, and then I'm going to pummel him in the ring. Me and Dog. It's going to be embarrassing, y'all. I'm going to get my ass kicked by a 75-year-old man and be humiliated, but I ain't afraid. Whatever. It's all everything. Dusty versus Dusty Slate. Fight God. Where are you at? I can only fight things that exist. Jimmy Dore ain't gonna fight me, but I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Jimmy can have all the money. I don't even want any money to fight Jimmy. I'll fight Jimmy for fucking free. Jimmy Dore, if you're into it, I'm into it. Let's do it. All right, anyway, let's move on. And then on the trash world, we're still in the trash world, y'all. Of course, Dusty versus Jesus. Can't fight imaginary people. Richard Dawkins. Speaking of Pac-Man, just had Richard Dawkins on. No problem having Richard Dawkins platforming him saying shit like this. So, of course, Richard Dawkins is nut picking, right? He's picking the worst things he can find of trans people and posting them. Not doing the same thing to cis people, not doing the same thing to transphobes. Not trying to be even with this in any way. He's just butthurt. His ego is hurt that he's been called out by trans people. And so he's double, triple, quadrupling down like all these transphobes do to try to make trans people look bad. So we haven't found this story. Calls for violence in the trans debate only come from one side. Oh, yeah. I mean, we just heard Dog the Bounty Hunter threaten trans people. I mean, trans people murdered all over the place for being trans. I'm going to show you 2 cases that just came up. But yeah, it's only coming from one side. Ain't that right, y'all? Isn't that the reality we fucking live in? What happened to Richard goddamn Dawkins? This guy taught me evolution. He coined the term memes. Used to be a genius evolutionary biologist, and now he's reduced to this. Toxic, ridiculous, clearly unfucking true bullshit. How fragile is your goddamn ego, Mr. Dawkins? I'm not fighting Mr. Dawkins. I'm not fighting Dawkins. Not because I'm scared, but like, he's too old at this point. But not Dog the Bounty Hunter. Fuck that guy. Anyway, Dawkins says, have you ever in your life encountered a genuine woman, so here's his attack on trans people, who would stand up before a crowd and incite them to punch people in the fucking face? No, I thought not. So basically he said, hey, have you ever encountered a cis woman who would call for violence? First off, yeah. There are a lot of cis women revolutionaries throughout history. The fuck you talking about, Richard Dawkins? All kinds. Like, crack a book. I can't believe I'm telling Richard Dawkins to crack a book, but seriously, motherfucker. And then, on top of that, you're just cherry picking, nut picking. I can't help but notice you didn't mention the 2 cisgender people were killed in separate attacks motivated by transphobia. Both these people were killed because the people that killed them thought they were trans. Trans people have long maintained that transphobia does not just affect us. That's been proven true in the worst way, with reports of 2 cis people being murdered for allegedly misdirected anti-trans hostility. In a Sunday blog post, PGH lesbian correspondents collected the stories of Michelle Dion Peacock and Colin Smith. Peacock, who was a 59-year-old black cis woman who was reportedly murdered by a 67-year-old Tommy Wayne Earl in Richmond, Indiana in June. Officers were dispatched to Merrill Henderson apartment complex in Richmond on June 30th, according to the local outlet. Officers found Earl armed with a straight razor and with blood in his hands and clothing. Earl resisted arrest. During the interviews with the investigator, Earl allegedly referred to Peacock as a male acting like a woman several times for Fox 59 and that he would do it again. So, even us cis people getting killed by misdirecting trans hatred, which you are helping to spread, Richard Dawkins. Didn't mention any of this, never mentioned any of the trans women that get killed continuously. But yeah, some trans woman calls for somebody to be punched in the face. Oh my God. A real woman would never do this, according to Dawkins. Just garbage. Fuck. Uh-oh, cat puking. Yeah, just puke right there. That's fine. I'll clean that up later. That's cool. Yeah, I got nothing better to do with my life. Yeah, that's awesome. And then, Moms for Liberty activist wants LGBTQ students separated. Yeah, where you at, Richard Dawkins? Yeah. No real woman would ever call for gay people to be segregated from other people, would they? Yeah, right here. Moms for Liberty wants LGBT students separated into special classes. She said LGBTQ students are like, for example, children with autism or Down syndrome and should have specialized classes. Yep. They coming for the gays. Great job, Dawkins. Thanks. Thanks for being a part of this problem instead of a part of the solution. Never meet your heroes, folks. Not that I met him. but now I don't fucking want to. And speaking of these incredibly fucking insecure piss babies, here's a guy trying to make sure his son is not trans by repeating over and over to him that he's a boy. But I'm going to play this video. I want to say beforehand, if you were going to create a trans kid, this is how you do it, folks. You shove down his face your view of the world over and over and over again. And then they get 13, 14, 15, and they want to rebel against you. And they're like, hey, how can I hurt my parent the most? What do they care about the most? Oh, I know.
My name's Cooper, and I'm a boy. I'm a boy, and my name's Cooper. I'm Cooper, and I'm a straight white boy. I'm a white straight boy Cooper. Cooper the straight white boy. I'm a white straight boy named Cooper. Cooper's my name. I'm straight, I'm white, and I'm a boy. I identify as he. I'm a man, a boy, a white straight boy. And I believe in God.
Oh, you believe in God too. Cool. All of it. He's already made all your decisions for you, Cooper. You don't even have any agency in your life. Just whatever your daddy says. So yeah, Cooper, 100% going to be trans just to piss off his daddy, or going to be gay or something. I know it doesn't really work like that, but a little bit, sort of. It could, if Cooper wants it to. Just say, Cooper, be your own person. Don't let your daddy tell you what to do with your life. And then, on the trash world, I'm so disappointed in Cornell West, y'all. Used to be one of my heroes. Like I said, what's happening to all my fucking heroes? If I changed or if they changed? Are we all changing? Maybe. But here he is, of course, blaming everybody but Russia for the invasion of Ukraine. It's our fault in America. It's not pedophile, terrorist, Vladimir Putin for invading another fucking country. It's everybody goddamn else.
Know how empires behave, Sister Caitlin? If Russia had missiles in Mexico and Canada, the United States government would probably blow them to smithereens, because that's how empires behave. We had the same challenge in Cuba in 1962. So what we end up with a criminal invasion. And I know some of my left-wing comrades who know it's an invasion. Criminal invasion, but a criminal invasion provoked by the expansion of NATO, which is an instrument of U.S. global power. And we have to be able to conceive of a world when we look at China, when we look at Russia, when we look at Ethiopia, when we look at Haiti, when we look at Brazil, we got to see precious human beings rather than these competitive nation states that are trying to devour more profits, more land, and more territory. Can we conceive of such a world? Can we pursue such a world? I think we have to. What's at stake? The destruction of the species, the destruction of the planet, the destruction of democracies as we know it.
But
so we're cutting against the grain, but always with a smile.
Practically speaking, what would you accept in Ukraine? Like what? I mean, Trump claims he could fix it in 24 hours. What would that look like for you?
Oh, what I would do, I would bring in the Chinese, the Turks, the African rulers. I would sit down with the Ukrainian leaders and say, we must stop this war, stop these war crimes, the cluster bombs on a variety of different parties, and make sure that we begin a diplomatic process for a just peace. And that just peace.
Yeah, I'll just say, hey guys, stop it. Stop doing what you're doing. Yeah, hey, stop defending yourself from the invasion force. They're trying to kill you all, rape your women, take your land. Stop it, Ukraine. Just shut the fuck up, Cornell West. God damn it. So depressing. Is that not coming in one ear from you guys? Or did my headphones break? Let me check here. Okay, my fucking headphones have broke. What the fuck stands wrong with this bullshit? God damn it. The fucker. Whatever. Fuck my goddamn life. Anyway. And that. This happened a couple times. And this past week. We'll change up my headphones real quick. Let's see if. I know these motherfuckers ain't broken. I can only hear out of fucking one ear all of a sudden. It's extremely annoying. Let me put on my cans. I got some nice cans, y'all. These are my DT 1990s. Let me check, see if that fixed the problem. Yep. All right. So, yeah, and then this girl got shot. Another woman got shot, road rage in Texas. They just killing everybody everywhere in fucking Texas. So insecure. Oh my God, somebody cut me off. I got to murder everybody, put my kids in fucking danger. And they will. Toxic bullshit. And speaking of the worst among us, Texas are putting up this floating wall across the Rio Grande in hopes of murdering Mexicans. Yeah, here's the Christians for you. Here's the good conservatives. Texas is installing a floating wall across the Rio Grande with netting intended to snag and drown border crossers. River currents will trap debris in the nets and alter river flows. People and wildlife will drown. This is Governor Abbott's deadly abomination. This is what they're all about, folks. They don't give a shit about your life. They will kill us all. There's a love of Christ for you. Oh, they're illegal. Let's just murder them. They don't deserve to live because we drew imaginary lines on fucking piece of paper. Just goddamn it. I wish there were some more conservatives in the chat. There's one guy giving me shit, which is cool. Are you conservative? I want more conservatives to come in here so I can just explain to you exactly what giant piece of trash you are. So I can belittle you to the level where you slink away back under whatever fucking rock you crawled out from under. Hassan is a bad yeah, fuck Hassan. What Hassan going? Right in the chin. I don't think you guys understand. Like right in the fucking chin, y'all. Just sleep. I'm gonna sleep, Hassan. And pop them. Light them on fire. No, I didn't say that. I didn't read that. Jason, don't get me in trouble, goddammit. Pop the balloons and set your firewood on fire. Yes, Jason, I agree with that. No violence except for like promoting my fights with Hassan and Dog the Bounty Hunter and Destiny, which is gonna happen. Anyway, didn't capitalism help you get rich? Hell yeah! I mean, back in the day. But I was like a Christian conservative back then. Now I'm like a dirty communist. So it's totally different. And I'm poor now. So it's different when I'm poor than when I'm rich, motherfucker. And then I was going to talk about kefals. Man. Like, I don't know about this kefals person, y'all. I'm starting to think kefals might not be a very good check. So basically people holding kefals accountable for the shit she's writing online. And her response is, hey, I was on drugs when I said all that shit. You holding me accountable for the shit I said when I was on drugs is ableism. You're an ableist for holding me accountable for my words because, hey, I'm on drugs, so I'm the victim here. Like, what the fuck? I was drunk and mixing cocaine and methamphetamine. The fact you cannot comprehend how someone with impaired mental faculties would confuse the word diverse for random is ableism. How are you helping to not stigmatize addiction by blatantly disregarding the realities of it? Take responsibility for your fucking words, Kefal. I don't care what drugs you own. You know how much goddamn stupid, pathetic shit I said when I was drunk? A bunch. I said so much stupid fucking shit when I was drunk. I had to ban myself from Twitter when I'm drinking. I will not fucking type a word on Twitter when I'm drinking, but I take goddamn responsibility for every drunk motherfucking bullshit embarrassing thing I said, okay? It ain't no fucking excuse. People that called me out for it aren't ableist. You have to be responsible for what you fucking say. I don't care what you fucking taking. Handle your shit. And all right. That's my trash world. What we got to say? Done a sexy pause. Boom. There we go. We'll move this over here so I'm not looking that direction. Can't wait to get my TV fixed. I'm hopefully going to get TCL to fix my fucking TV. so I can start looking at my goddamn big screen again. Everything's fucked up. But the whole show hasn't disconnected yet, so that's good. True come out when you're drunk. Yeah, I'm brave as fuck when I'm drunk. Like, I got that liquid courage. I'm stupid, but brave. Not like when I'm on weed, where I like challenge Hassan Abi to fights and shit. That's just normal, regular shit. Hotbox the Van does. So you know I need to change the background. That's the next show. Going to change the background. I watched Kefos for a while until I figured out she's a jerk. Yeah, seems like she's a grifter to me. Seems like it's all about the money. I did like her thing that she said on CNN. I do like some of it, but it's not the best, to be honest with you. Kefos and Dusty are 2 of the 5 people on Patreon. Well, dump her and double up on me, Nicole Hall. Come on. Isn't it the opposite of ableism? Yes. Are you God? Hell yeah, I'm God. Closest thing the goddamn universe ever knew to God anyway. I'm on early. Got to do it before the connection all fucks up. Was watching you on Twitch. What up, Twitch? Hell yeah. I am live on Twitch as well. I was never a drinker, but really into Coke like 20 years ago. And we used to talk all the fucking night saying dumb shit probably, but none of this was posted online or Twitter. Yeah, I am so happy that internet didn't exist when I was a kid. I've been even more embarrassing than I already fucking am. You're all degenerates. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll take that as a compliment. Hell yeah, I'm degenerate as a motherfucker. I take a drugcation. That's what a degenerate I am. Living my best life. Keep the van for a little while longer, at least. All right, I will, because Spanky Weasel said so, and I love Spanky Weasel. All right, let's move along, folks. A new section coming up. It's time for Chud Watch. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chuds, and then we make fun of them. Woo! And first off, Chud Watch. So I talked a lot about Ray Epps. Remember Ray Epps? He is the Trump supporter, Chud motherfucker, that was out on January 6th and didn't go inside the building. But he was out the night before film talking tough. Oh, we gonna go up in there. That's our house. We gonna go up in there. It's our house. And then the next day, he was also sort of talking big. But then, like, he saw people attack the police and shit. And he was all of a sudden like, oh, shit, I'm on the police side. We're not supposed to attack a police. That makes us the bad guys. And he was trying to, like, stop people. And so they made him the boogeyman of January 6th because conservatives never take responsibility for anything, ever. So always have to have a fall guy to blame. So Ray Epps is their fall guy. They claim that he is an FBI agent. It was Antifa and the FBI, y'all. Hey, we had no agency for our actions. We're not responsible for anything we do. Somebody else made us do it. It wasn't Trump. Even though we know it was Trump. Even though all the ones that convicted say they were answering the call of Trump. They were doing exactly what they thought Trump wanted them to do. We know that's fucking true. But anyway, they don't take responsibility, so they scapegoated Ray Epps. Oh, he works for the FBI. He was a plant. Tucker Carlson, get on his show, spread this bullshit. But funny thing, he's not. He's just an old, stupid, conservative, dipshit Trump supporter, like the fucking rest of you guys, who was smart enough not to go in the Capitol building on January 6th. So, yeah, he's suing Fox News, gonna win millions against Tucker Carlson. Another reason Fox News got rid of Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson recently going public and said, hey, they don't fire you for telling the truth. They don't fire you for lying. They fire you for telling the truth. But no. They fired you for fucking lying, dude. You're costing them millions and millions of dollars, just like you did with the voting machines. And now this guy going to win a huge fucking lawsuit. But that's not stopping super lefty Jimmy Dore from going on his show and claiming Ray Epps actually is in the FBI and that it's all the FBI's fault for January 6th. Hey, Trump's not responsible. No. And it's got to be true when it's coming from a lefty as far left as Jimmy Dore.
So this guy's an obvious Fed. January 6th was a fucking FBI psyop to make the MAGA movement illegal and to try to throw Donald Trump in jail for inciting it.
Oh my God! Left-wing Jimmy. How can you get more left-wing than this guy? Oh God, Jimmy Dore fans.
Because the establishment is so corrupt.
It's the establishment, you shitlibs!
They know people are so done with voting for them that they can't beat a game show host.
They did. We quite handily beat a game show host. What the fuck you talking about?
Anymore. And that's what that's about. That's what January 6th was about.
Definitely.
That's what all these lawsuits against Donald Trump. Could you imagine if Barack Obama got out of the presidency and then Donald Trump tried to prosecute him for 4 straight years?
And I mean, they called for locking them up. If Donald Trump had anything that he thought he could win a lawsuit or a prosecution on Obama on, he would have done it. Same with Hillary. We know that's fucking true. What are you talking about?
Did?
Anyway, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I told you guys ahead of time, hey, this is Trump's obvious plan. He's trying to incite violence in his cult. And they're obviously trying to make them go storm the Capitol building and not certify the election. And I reported it before it happened. And then the night before it happened, I was like, hey, look at the Donald Trump website. All the Donald Trump supporters say they're going to storm the Capitol building. If they do what they say they're going to do, I'm going to come live on the air tomorrow and cover it. Next day, it happened. Exactly like I said it was going to. Exactly like they said they were going to do. I covered. I was like, look, it's happening. I can't believe it. And now I got people telling me that what I saw happening in real time, reported on real time, it didn't actually happen. It was the government. It was the PSYOP. It was the establishment. Just, what the fuck? Anytime Jimmy Dore wants to fight me, I will fight Jimmy Dore. For free. I'll do it for free. Fuck a Jimmy Dore. And, shockingly, the people that made the documentary 2,000 Mules that claimed they had all this data from cell phones that proved that mules went to drop boxes and dropped off dozens and thousands of ballots for Democrats with no evidence. They didn't provide any evidence. They just made these claims, which have been spread by Trump supporters everywhere. Convicted felon Dinesh D'Souza wrote a book about it that he had to pull off the shelves for fear of being sued. Now they're being sued. Georgia sues cultist group over 2,000 Mules claim they're suing them to prove the things that they said in the documentary, and they refuse to show up or answer subpoenas because they made it all up. They lied. Shockingly. Always the fucking way with these people. 100% dishonest. Just like Jimmy Dore. Yeah, Dusty and Jimmy Street Beast will be so far. Hell yeah, 2 manlets. Duking it out. 2 old geezers. It will be so embarrassing, yet beautiful and fun at the same time. Let's do it, Jimmy Dore. Let's fucking do it. After I whoop Hassan Piker's ass, I'm coming for you, Dore. And new JFK prophecy just dropped, y'all. Actually, I'm going to save this one to the end because I have a perfect section that should have been put in. I have a Q section. Yeah, a fucking Q section, y'all. Because I want to sing the goddamn Q song again. So, let's just drop this down fucking here somewhere. And we'll do that later on in the show. Gonna be a long show. Hope you guys packed a lunch. Gonna be a long one. Unlike my fight with Hassan Piker, which is gonna be short as shit. Glass jaw Piker. Scared. You scared, Piker. All right, where we at? Should watch. Talking about should watch. I did Jimmy Dore. Where we at? Okay, here we go. And then, speaking of conspiracy theory moon bats, RFK Jr. apparently had a dinner to raise money for his campaign and was surrounded, as you might imagine, by a bunch of climate change deniers. And as they were talking about climate change, the guy that hosted the party let a giant fart and said, "Fart! The climate hoax!" And interrupted the entire debate over climate change. So exactly what you would expect. A gigantic fart derailed RFK Jr.'s New York City press dinner report. Yep. I'm not going to read the whole fucking thing, but embarrassment. That is why all the conservatives are pushing RFK. They just did a study, and they found that the vast majority of RFK's donors now donated to Republicans most recently. No shit. We already know he's completely funded and fueled by Republicans, being pushed by Joe Rogan, being pushed by Elon Musk, being shoved down our throat by Fox News. Of course, it's Republicans doing it, trying to take a few percentage points away from Joe Biden to make Donald Trump president again. It's so fucking obvious what's happening. But here's RFK Jr. tweeting out, climate change is being used to control us through fear. We should be afraid. Freedom and free markets are a much better way to stop pollution. That's right, folks. You know what's really going to solve climate change? More capitalism, super capitalism. That's what we need. Capitalism didn't cause this problem. No, capitalism is our savior, says super left-wing Robert Kennedy Jr. Freedom and free markets are a much better way to stop pollution. Polluters make themselves rich by making the public pay for damages they do. You show me a polluter, I'll show you a fat cat using political clout to escape the discipline of the free market. What the fuck are you talking about? How the free market going to solve this? People are not educated enough about the products they buy to make educated fucking decisions. And also, most people don't even know what the fuck's going on. It's 20, 30 years before we find out the real truth about who dumped shit in our... Hopefully we're back now. We knew it was going to happen, but it was a while before it fucked off, so that's good. So he's talking about Robert Kennedy Jr. Refresh this motherfucking shit. Refresh this shit so maybe I can see what the hell is going on. There we go. Boom. All right. Cool. We back. Move right along. Talking about RFK Jr. trying to claim that more capitalism, free markets is what's needed to solve climate change, global warming. Yeah, that's what we need. More free markets. That'll solve this problem. Yeah. The consumer just didn't know to boycott the companies that help cause this problem. That's the real issue here. Super capitalism for the win. Let's make this guy president stat, please. Just what is going on in the world? That's some horrific bullshit. Yeah, stay in your cars. Don't get swept down the goddamn road. Seems bad. Seems bad, world. We're all going to die. And then... What do you mean? Do 50... What is the resolution? The resolution should be... Oh, it's probably just looking bad because... I don't know what you're talking about. This broadcast should be broadcasting in 1080p. So, I don't know. But if it's not... Well, I can't do anything about this. Maybe it's my fucking connection. What you gonna do? And then... Speaking of the Moonbat, here he is claiming that the coronavirus possibly... He's not saying this 100% is true. He's just trying to heavily imply it's true. Coronavirus is some kind of Jewish, Chinese weapon to target white and black folks.
And we need to talk about bioweapons. The level, I know a lot now about bioweapons because I've been doing a book on it for the past 2.5 years. And you know, the technology that we now have to develop these microbes, we've put hundreds of millions of dollars into ethnically targeted microbes. The Chinese have done the same thing. In fact, COVID-19, there's an argument that it is ethnically targeted. COVID-19 attacks certain races disproportionately. The races that are most immune to COVID-19 are because of the structure of the genetic structure of genetic differentials among different races of the receptors of the ACE2 receptor. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people.
Who is spared?
The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews.
Jews?
And
who could have seen it coming? It's the Jews. The Jews. But folks, he didn't say this was true. He just says a very good argument could be made it's true. And there's a lot of evidence to suggest it's true. But he's not saying 100%. He's just asking questions. It's you guys who are misrepresenting him, okay? He's just being logical talking about the Jews.
And Chinese. But we don't know whether it was deliberately targeted that or not, but there are papers out there that show the racial and ethnic differential impact to that. We do know that the Chinese are spending hundreds of millions of dollars developing ethnic bioweapons, and we are developing ethnic bioweapons. That's what all those labs in the Ukraine are about. They're collecting Russian DNA, they're collecting Chinese DNA, so that we can target people by race.
Yeah, that's what the whole Ukrainian thing's about. They just collecting those innocent Russians' blood. Innocent Russians just over there trying to help people out, and the evil Ukrainians like vampires. Give us your blood so we can make weapons that target Russians. And you know who it is probably, though? Those Ukrainian Jews. Zelensky Jewish, right? I'm pretty sure it's once again the Jews. It's always the Jews. God damn it. And then, oh my God. Why does Bill Maher still have a show? Who watches Bill Maher's show? Seriously, and Ice Cube. I called him Ice-T on a show. I didn't mean to disparage the name of Ice-T. Ice Cube, such a fucking right-wing idiot now. So here they are going to claim that they know for 100% fact that COVID-19 came from the lab. It might have. It very well. I don't know. But there's still evidence that says it didn't, and there are counter arguments to this, so you shouldn't just pretend you know this is a fact when you don't know. I'm going to put on the scientist right after to explain this, but first, here's Bill Maher with his mouth diarrhea.
The disease wasn't that scary. And they just found out that it's almost certain now, it did come from the lab.
Yeah, it did. It wasn't even that scary, y'all. I mean, millions of people died. Tons of fucking old people, decimated old folks' homes. But hey, I'm rich. Wasn't fucking that scary.
Patient 0 was the guy who worked in the lab.
Wow.
Ben Wu.
Damn.
Damn. And like Robert Kennedy has talked about in the New York Times, like this vaccine hysteric. He's not a hysteric.
No.
He's a really smart guy who knows a lot of science, and you should talk to him. I don't agree with everything he says either, and I think sometimes he's gone a little too.
They're all pushing RFK Jr. All these rich right-leaning now, which Bill Maher is real right-leaning now. Joe Rogan real right-leaning now. Elon Musk, they're all pushing him. Scary to think he probably could get a few percentage points away from Joe Biden if all these people are using their platform to push him. But now let's listen to an actual scientist on the subject of whether COVID-19 was lab leaked or not.
Why do you think there is such reluctance by the scientific community to entertain even the concept that this new deadly virus came from the lab where the new deadly virus was found?
Oh, I think the scientific community has always entertained it, but the overwhelming evidence over the last 3 years since the start of the pandemic has clearly shown widespread support for another narrative, and that is COVID-19 began just like the original SARS did, severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is a coronavirus that emerged out of southern China in the wet markets in 2002. Similar to Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome, another coronavirus that emerged out of the Arabian Peninsula, both from bats. And this is COVID-19 is going by the same playbook. And we have now 5 or 6 scientific papers in top quality journals clearly supporting that, the evidence that it arose out of a wet market in Wuhan. In contrast, there are 0 papers on lab leak because there is no evidence for it. So
hold on. We got a couple things. I appreciate this, that there's the scientific community. There's also just sort of the community of what makes sense. The U.S. intelligence community believes that the first 3 people to have COVID-19 in its current form, cases 1, 2, and 3, were scientists inside this lab. Did they all go to the wet market and eat the same bat?
No. The U.S. intelligence community said exactly the opposite, that those 3 individuals, that's now debunked, and there is no evidence that they had COVID-19, where it clearly arose from the wet market. So, I mean...
Anyway, it's like 5 minutes of me explaining this shit. This is why you get your science from a scientist and not fucking Bill Maher, who would just use his platform to spread any kind of disinformation and be like, yeah, that RFK Jr. guy. We should really be listening to him. He's a smart fellow. Yeah, to people like you, I'm sure he fucking does sound smart. And now, let's piss off some maggots. They don't care, though. That's the thing. They don't actually care that Trump lies to them. They're ride or die for Trump. They know that he's a con artist. They know he doesn't mean a word he says. They know he ain't about shit, and they don't care. They've tied their wagon to him. And they'll go down with the fucking ship.
Affects our inner cities and rebuild our highways, bridges, tunnels, airports, schools, hospitals. We're going to rebuild our infrastructure.
For 4 years, Donald Trump promised us Infrastructure Week.
$1 trillion in infrastructure investment. World-class infrastructure. Infrastructure Week. Infrastructure. We call it Infrastructure Week.
The so-called builder said only he could deliver on new roads, bridges, and airports.
I alone can fix it.
But who got the job done?
Finally, Infrastructure Week.
Joe Biden. Action, not talk. Results, not tweets. Millions of new jobs, billions for the economies Donald Trump wrecked. Serving America instead of serving himself. Joe Biden, building back better.
For 4 years, all we heard, infrastructure, 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, believe me, 2 weeks. Never fucking delivered. But they don't actually care. It's the most bizarre cult I've ever seen. I grew up in a Christian cult. I grew up basically with snake handlers and shit. But these are the people we're talking about.
What did you like about the first 4 years of his president? What accomplishments would you like to see continue?
Save the children.
Save the children. What in the goddamn fuck did Donald Trump do to save the children? These people that watch Sound of Freedom like it's a fucking real documentary. Broke brains, can't do nothing with them.
Most important thing is what's happening to our children.
Explain.
So, Catholic churches, priests, youth pastors, is that what you're talking about? No, of course it's fucking not.
The infiltration of our education system and the abduction of our children. Over 800,000 a year go missing in the United States alone.
Yeah, check the charts, bitch.
They are taking so many of them and torturing them for adrenochrome. And people don't know what adrenochrome is, but you can look on Alibaba.com and find out what that is.
You look on Alibaba.com, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's where you want to get your information. The Chinese website that sells you cheap shit.
They talked about it on the Ellen DeGeneres show, Sandra Bullock. Mm-hmm. And they were laughing and joking about the fact that they were using it to stay young and healthy.
This is real.
What would you like to see Donald Trump do should he win? What are a couple of things you'd like to see him do?
Money. Money talks, and that's just it.
What the fuck are you talking about? Money. It was horrible for the economy. Are you richer because of Donald Trump?
And prices of gas right now is crazy.
Actually, gas is fairly low. It's like under $3 a gallon here right now.
My husband's a truck driver, and the gas prices are insane. We can't even make a living, basically, because we're having to pay for gas.
Yeah, that's capitalism. You're expected to work for slave wages, so the rich make more and more and more, and they're the very ones you support. They're the very ones the Republican Party was created to aid and comfort, to funnel the money directly up to fucking them. And then they take a small chunk of that money and they use it to brainwash uneducated idiots, the lowest 30% among us, you bitch, to vote against your own goddamn best interest, to make yourself suffer under the thumb of this unfettered goddamn capitalism. Wake up, you fucking moron.
I think he made America better as far as jobs and people working. And
he didn't. Objectively, by every goddamn measure, it did fucking not.
In our economy and our general atmosphere of brotherhood. And
definitely. Were we all together under Trump? The cities were literally on goddamn fire. That's what you guys are complaining about. Oh my God, all the cities are on fire. This is your talking point. Now you gonna tell us it was all love and peace and harmony? We were all sitting around holding hands singing Kumbaya? No, we fucking weren't. You crazy old bitch, go back to the old folks home.
Getting along. Let's not kill each other and go crazy about each other. I don't feel like that.
He's the most divisive president in the history of the goddamn country.
His attitude at all.
And do you think that's President Biden's attitude? What accomplishments do you like specifically?
That he was trying to secure the border and that the gas prices were low, food was low. Now everything's so expensive.
How much?
Okay, see, this is actually an argument I can get behind. It's not a good argument because Joe Biden isn't responsible for inflation. A lot of it was coronavirus, the Russian war, mostly corporate greed. But at least she's saying something that sounds like it could be reasonable. Prices have gone up. Inflation is bad. And inflation was less when Trump was president because he hadn't fucked it up yet. But later in his presidency, it was very high because of his incredible fuck ups.
In retrospect, do we look at the pandemic as being the cause of that?
I don't know. I think that was all fake.
The pandemic?
You lost me again.
Yes.
What was fake?
These shots. I didn't trust them.
Did you ever have COVID?
I'm sorry?
Did you ever have?
Yes, twice.
Yes, twice. I didn't trust the shots, though. But, yeah, COVID, fuck, that was horrible. You don't want to get it. I got it twice. Yeah, good. Get it a third time, bitch.
That's why. I'm glad you're well.
Thank you.
You mentioned policy that you like, Trump's policies. Which of his policies are policies that you like?
No brainer ahead. No thoughts forming. No synapses firing. Nothing happening. Nobody home. Hamster dead on the little wheel.
April?
Got to ask somebody else. Literally at a Trump fucking rally to support her cult leader. Can't name a single goddamn thing about him. Can't even make one up.
The Roe versus Wade.
I thought I was going to be, actually, about on par with what I thought I was going to be, but that's why we're doing it early. If we were doing this at prime time, I think this would be happening every 5 minutes, and it's only happening about every 20 minutes. So, much better. And I'm stoned, so dealing with it much better also. Yeah. Popping in and out. It's all good. We're working it out. We're all in this together. We are family. And then, on the Chud Watch. These are the kind of people that Ron DeSantis is hiring. They just pull these kids from different states. Most of them not even conservatives, don't know anything about Ron DeSantis, don't care anything about Florida. They're just paid to go door to door and be like, hey, did you know Ron DeSantis is the Took a while to come back up that time. Man, it's almost like somebody's targeting me or something. It's weird because, like, I was only getting about 1 an hour or less earlier today. Maybe it's because it's more towards prime time. It has to be something to do with the prime time. Maybe there's too many people on these particular nodes now, maybe, and but why would it be resetting my modem? That's what it's doing. It's my modem's resetting repeatedly. It has to be some kind of message that they're sending to reset my modem, though. I don't think there's anything wrong with my modem because it would be doing that consistently all the time instead of only during peak hours. So I'm trying to reason through what my internet problems should be. Anyway, I mean, it is Mississippi, but like I've had very little problem with my internet access for years. This is the first real problem I've had with it in 5 years since I've been here. It's been real good, other than the cats kicking my fucking shit out. I guess it could be the heat. But why would I be sending a message to my modem to reset my modem because of the heat? I mean, I know computers are ridiculous. The modem is not overheating. I've checked the modem. The modem is not overheating. It's coming from inside the house. Does to replace the modem is crying. Actually, I have another modem right here. I just bought one from Walmart today, and but I didn't have time to install it because I wanted to get the show done before 8 o'clock because I'm going to do a premiere of the show at 8 o'clock, so I had to get the ball moving, which we're doing right now. It's going to be a long show. Obviously, I rebooted my modem. Like, what the fuck? It's not my first day here. It's obviously the first fucking thing I did was reboot the goddamn modem, unplug it for an hour or two. I mean, thank you. I know you're trying to help. I don't mean to be so sarcastic, but I mean, we're beyond that. I'm trying to reason out logical explanations for why these set of facts that I've collected are happening. We're way beyond the reset the motherfucker stage. Google did it. Yeah, I was thinking, I already did. I did it last night. I was thinking it might be a DDoS. So I unplugged it for an hour, hoping that would reset my IP. And then without my IP, they can't really DDoS me, I don't think. Unless it gave me the same IP address again. Anyway, the guy's coming to check tomorrow. We'll see what the fuck happens. Let's move on back to the story. So these kids from out of state, just trying to make a living, getting hired by DeSantis to come in and talk about how great he is, go door to door, not giving a shit about Florida or anything else. Like I said, I wouldn't do this job. I wouldn't lie to help evil shitheads get elected, but I'm not going to judge too much. But as you might imagine, they are not the best. These are the kind of dipshits he's hiring from out of state. He's talking on the phone to one of his friends while he's canvassing in front of these people's houses, but their Ring doorbell is recording everything he's saying.
They're like, fuck you, get off my fucking lawn. Then I'd be like, yo, eat my balls, honestly. Eat my big, hairy sack. You calling a bug a sack? And I'm a little stoned, so I don't even care.
I'm a little stoned. So basically said, yeah, if they tell me to get off their lawn and they don't want me talking to them about DeSantis, I tell them to eat my hairy sack. Totally classy. Good job, DeSantis. And not going great in Florida. Apparently their insurance rates are skyrocketing because everybody's pulling out of the state because they've got a governor that won't take climate change and global warming seriously. Instead, he's busy attacking Disney and teachers. But climate change, no, who gives a shit about that? So all the insurance companies are pulling out of Florida. Not the best.
Some breaking news.
Governor, come home and take care of your state.
Calls for a special session as another home insurance company announces it's dropping homeowners in Florida.
AAA won't say how many policies that they're dropping in Florida, but the company is essentially saying they're losing too much money paying for repairs after Florida storms. Unfortunately, Florida's insurance market has become challenging in recent years. Last year's catastrophic hurricane season contributed to an unprecedented rise in reinsurance rates, making it more costly for insurance companies to operate. The announcement comes just days after Farmers Insurance announced it too would be canceling policies in Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis called for 2 emergency sessions last year for lawmakers to prevent insurance companies from making a mass exodus from the state. Experts say insurance companies have faced steep increases in their own insurance rates for what's called reinsurance, following several devastating storms. The state-run not-for-profit insurance company formed by Florida lawmakers in 2002 is now the largest insurer in the state, with more than 1 million policyholders. And AAA says that they will help customers find new coverage, and all 4 major insurers have pulled out of the state.
Damn, my brother moved to the perfect fucking state for him. Good luck finding house insurance for that brand new house, John. Good God. Move to fucking idiot states and to have idiot shit happen to you. Not surprising. 42% increase in private insurance in 1 year. Nuts. And then Representative Jim Jordan malfunctioned live on television, and I agree with Aaron Root right here. Imagine if Joe Biden did this. Joe Rogan would be on his show and be like, he's insane. He's got dementia. He doesn't even know where he is. How can this man be president? But Representative Jim Jordan does it, and it's just a gaffe. Oh, my God, I just had an earbud that was echoing or something. Let's watch him make a fool of himself.
That's exactly what happened with the decision. When it came to the decision with Mr. I drew a blank there, Sean. I apologize. I got a huge echo in my ear, and I can't even hear.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Pick up.
Go ahead.
But
work it out.
That's exactly what happened. They
They
pre-bunked this story.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. This thing I just said, you didn't say shit. The fuck you talking about? He went on Porky Pig. Yeah, that's all, folks. Talking like Elon Musk over here. Good God, maybe you're not fit to be a representative of the United States. Just saying. And then Charlie Kirk going 100% full bore racist to levels I've never seen it before. And that's really saying something because he's generally very racist. But this is not even fucking subtle, folks, at all. They're trying to make you think that every time you see a black person, you should just believe they got their job because of affirmative action. You have a black pilot, be nervous. He's probably not even qualified to be a pilot. They probably just gave him that job because he's black. You got a black doctor, might want to get a second opinion. They probably only make him a doctor because he's black. It's 100% what he's trying to do here.
You really have to wonder. In fact, you know, if we would have said 3 weeks ago, Blake, if we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
But I rise today as a clear recipient of affirmative action, and particularly in higher education. I may have been admitted on affirmative action, both in terms of being a woman and a woman of color. But I can declare that I did not graduate on affirmative action. This is my personal story.
I hear because of action affirmative. She can't even say that. We know. It's very obvious to us that you were not smart enough to be able to get in on your own. I couldn't make it on my own, so I needed to take opportunities from someone more deserving. You know, this is how arrogant Joy Reid and Ketanji Brown Jackson and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee are. They're so narcissistic, they think this is persuasive. They think we're like, oh, of course, that's why we need affirmative action, because you have impressed us with your brilliance. Of course. Oh no, imagine the world without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson. They think that.
So, oh, thank you. Got 100 coins. So, Joy Reid graduated from Harvard University. Ketanji Brown Jackson received her undergraduate and legal education at Harvard University. Sheila Jackson Lee earned a BA from Yale with honors, and Michelle Obama graduated cum laude from Princeton before graduating from Harvard Law School. Charlie Kirk dropped out of a community college, runs a right-wing grifter organization. They're going to preach to us about how these women are not qualified, how much more intelligent he is than they are, for no other reason than they're black. It's 100% the reason he's doing it. Racism right in your face all the time with the Republican Party. And yeah, she responded, Sheila Jackson Lee, I don't even know who this man is. Who the fuck even is this watermelon head? Why is he all gums? I got questions. And then, speaking of Charlie Kirk and his very classic, very not creepy public event today, Marjorie Taylor Queene's boyfriend asked this genetic specimen what his favorite thing about coming to the Charlie Kirk event was.
What is it about an event like this outside of Trump that you like? Is it the fact that we're all conservatives coming together?
Yes, the fact that conservative Republican women are the sexiest.
Okay, I will kind of believe you on that.
Yeah! He's single, ladies. Oh, you conservative MAGA women. This guy only comes here. He don't give a shit about the politics, really. His number one concern, getting all up in that pussy. Yeah, get it, ladies. Save some for me, gals. Break myself off a little piece of that. And then, oh, you guys hear the GOP congressperson call black folks colored people. Did you guys see this one?
Arizona.
Well, Mr. Chairman, though that was unbelievably inspiring, my amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. Super cool. Republican Eli Crane, Republican Arizona 2nd District. Amazing. Little Freudian slip there. That's something he ain't afraid to say in private, I'm guaranteeing you. And at least a little good news, Carrie Lake, Vaseline ladies, lawyer slapped with a 6-figure fine for all their false lawsuits they're filing about the election, which was not stolen. Made an entire career grifting off people after losing. That's all you have to do now as a conservative. You can be a professional loser now and make a living. But yeah, if you're a lawyer, you might not be involved with these people because, yes, you'll make a little short-term money, but lying is sort of frowned upon in legal circles, and you'll be fined and lose your law degrees and stuff. So good. Fuck off, you bottom feeders. And then, oh yeah, my favorite conservative on social media are the types that invent people to be mad about. So remember last week I showed you Joe Rogan lied about a story. The story was pointing out how right-wing extremists are using exercise videos to spread their hateful ideology. And Joe Rogan is like, oh my God. The left is saying that if you're into fitness, you are a right-winger. And it was spread by Elon Musk, but they just lied, basically. So anyway, they've invented this new left-winger who believes this. And they're drawing cartoons about him now. He's a big fat guy, and he's walking by these fit people working out. He's like, fascist. And he's walking by this guy running while he's drinking his Starbucks and looking at his phone. He's like, unbelievable, white supremacy. And the next thing you know, he's in the doctor's office. He's got heart disease, got to take Lipitor. Oh no, oh no. Maybe I'm an idiot that died because I believe exercise was white supremacy, but no, that's not what the article said at all. You guys are just completely fucking dumb. God damn it. But thank you, it's very easy to make fun of. And speaking of easy to make fun of, Roseanne Barr is back, looking like a disheveled homeless woman. First off, she's screaming about how Vladimir Zelensky is not one of the good Jews. What is it always with the Jews?
I don't understand why everybody's Ukraine. Well, I do understand, and that's also what terrifies me. People better wake up and do some research on their own instead of buying what comes across on the screen.
Do your research, folks, like Roseanne has.
And I try to shake them up, Pierce. You're goddamn right I do. I try to shake them up and crack their mind control programming. I do it for God.
God! She doing it for God, y'all. She's so good. She's so pious. The all-powerful, all-knowing God handpicked Roseanne. That's how special, good, genuine she is. And if you don't believe her, she'll tell you herself.
Well, here's Roseanne, what I would say to that. I don't agree with you about a lot of the stuff you said about Ukraine. I know what you said, and you're perfectly entitled to your views. I would say in relation to the suggestion that they're all a bunch of Nazis.
You haven't seen the swastikas on those
Roseanne,
soldiers' arms. It's in the news.
It's in the news. Did you watch news? Yes, I covered the Nazi problem the Ukrainian army had and their attempts to combat it. You know, Russia has an even worse Nazi problem. America got a pretty bad Nazi problem as well, to be 100 with you.
Himself is Jewish, so obviously he is de facto not a Nazi.
I know, but he's not a good one. Are all Jews the same? For God's sake, talk about anti-Semitic. Just because the guy's a Jew doesn't mean he likes Jews or that he's doing anything good for the Jews. I mean,
unlike
so
Roseanne.
what?
Unlike Roseanne.
Who cares what anybody is? That was the whole point of my tweet. Just because they're skin folk don't mean they're kin folk. You know what I mean? Just because they're the same color as you don't mean they ain't trying to lock your ass up. Wake up, people! Snap out of it.
Okay.
But God has chosen this crazy lady to be his mouthpiece, and then she just lied and lied and lied about how her entire family was murdered by Nazis in the Ukraine. Keep in mind, her whole life is public. None of this ever fucking happened.
Go into it. I'm from the Ukraine. The Ukrainian, there is a large faction of Nazis. I don't know if you know this, but there's a large amount of Nazis in the Ukraine, and they actually killed my whole family. I'm from the Ukraine, and they marched my entire family, grandmothers, great-grandparents, 10 siblings out into the forest and buried them alive in the Ukraine.
10 siblings?
So I don't understand why everybody's Ukraine. Well, I do understand, and that's also what terrifies me. People better wake up and do some research.
Just good God, nuts. Banana boat. But anyway, that totally happened. Her 10 siblings were marched out in the Ukraine. Everybody from Ukraine calls it the Ukraine. It is known. And folks, I have a patron, and I'm going to do the after party tonight. I'm going to put the link out. I got to make this public. I want to make this public. The after party's happening tonight. I was going to do it Saturday night, but it didn't happen because of the problems we're having. So I'm going to make it public. After party for everybody tonight. After this show is going to air on a rerun. It's not going to air live. I'm going to show a rerun of this show right now. I think I'm going to do that. We'll see if I still do it, but that's the plan. And then after the rerun of this show, the after party is going to be live again. And I'm going to read super chats, and we're going to talk about some other stuff. So, patrons, normally it's only patrons, but tonight everybody, because everything's fucked up. But be a patron. That's where I'm going with this. And all right, let's read the super chats real quick. I have a couple. Good luck with your internet. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rachel Rotide. Little Eyes, surprise, surprise show. Have a good day, Dusty. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Maximus, it's my birthday, and I have on a roller crest. Please give Tim Pool the nickname Tim 2. I would also fight Tim Pool for money. For a good amount of money, Tim Pool, I would 100% fight Tim Pool. So if Tim Pool's interested in fighting, let me know, Tim Pool. But you have to, see, he wouldn't fight me, though. And you know why he wouldn't fight me? Not because I don't think he's scared of me. It's because he would have to take the beanie off. You couldn't fight me with the beanie on, right? I guess he could put one of those wrestling caps over his head and strap it in, make sure the beanie couldn't be pulled off. But he's like a lucha librador. His beanie is his strength. It's the mask of the strengths. You can't demask him. He would never let that happen. Anyway, Yamacall88, a Dusty surprise. Woohoo! Thanks for subscribing to our channel. Thank you, Yamacall. And yeah, no problem, West Side Girl. Good to meet you. Oops. Christine Adeline, Dusty, are you a vegan? If not, why? A vegetarian. A bad at it vegetarian, but not vegan. I don't have no good reasons at all, so I'm not going to try to make any for you. John Jordan, $2. Unemployed, Dusty, but we'll get through this together. Hell yeah. Give me $2 anyway. I get some of that unemployment money. I appreciate you. I'm sure you'll find a job in no time. You're watching this show, so you're probably pretty smart. I'm not just saying that to suck up. Zimmer Padua, 5 pounds. I have big fat round birds with big fat round bodies. I love to give them gentle squeezes on a regular basis. My sons. That sounds like song lyrics, but birds are cool. Cool. It is cool, Lee Spinner. What's up? And welcome, all you guys. Lurkers of the world, unite. Seatbelt. Hell yeah. Love you, lurkers. You should chat more, though. We have a great audience. They're fun to talk to. You are going to forget about the cat puke and step in it. With me the first time today. Urban Mosque, change your resolution to 720 at bitrate 3 and see if that helps. I think with you streaming, but why would that be resetting my modem? It shouldn't have anything to do with resetting my modem. I'm going to try the new modem after the show. We'll see how that goes. We'll work it out. It's just a matter of time before we pin the product down. Don't you think Cornell is right about how American empire contributes to these geopolitical realities? Ukraine defended now, but NATO should have disbanded after Soviet Union collapsed. Hell no. I think NATO's bringing the countries together. We should all be cooperating more, not fucking less. Everybody needs to get on fucking board. We need to quit being separate countries, really. I'm a globalist. We need to have one big fucking country, like I talk about all the time. Imagine if aliens landed and they realized that we're still separated into fucking different countries. They're like, really, motherfucker? How primitive are you? You haven't coalesced into one people yet? And yeah, I think NATO is helping that to happen. So I'm sort of okay with that, to be honest with you. That's my answer. All right, I'll read all the rest of the Super Chats at the end of the... No, wait a minute. I got to read more Super Chats. Because on the last show, it cut off, and I didn't get to read all the Super Chats. But I do want to shout out to Aaron Bray. Aaron Bray gifted, like, 85 Cult of Destiny memberships on the last show. Like, super amazing socialism. So definitely wanted to give a big shout out to Aaron for that. Hero to the show, everybody, especially if you got some of those free Dust Buddy memberships. Show Aaron some love. And now let me check out to the other. I got to go to the, let's see, where is it? That's not it. Where is it? It's monetize, earn. Okay, there it is. Earn, and then the supers. There we go. Boom, I figured it out. All right, I'm going to see all of them, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to look at the last show, which was on the 15th, and read those. There we go. Come to Canada. Okay. Seems cold, though. I guess not right now. $5 for coffee. Appreciate it. Keep it lover. JF, stupid interwebs. Yep, I know. Django Fett. What's up, Django? Jeff H and Jeff H. Don't give up. I came back. I always is. This is fantastic. What up, Sis Fian? Dave Kayo. Not right-wing level bucks, but I hope it helps. Hey, it's all good. Appreciate you. Hello, humans. Hello, unfriendly atheist. You gotta go to work. Sure catch a replay. I hope you did, and hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't that great. Keep it love, even if you keep cutting off. Hey, yeah, I appreciate you, Donna Rose. I'm trying. Looking cute, Dusty. Hey, I appreciate your honesty there, Amy. Do you know an online source of weekly arrested pedos I can easily Google when I debate conservatives about how stupid the trans argument is? Here for the kiddies. Cheers, mate. There is one girl that I follow on Twitter that covers all of it. I'll probably come across her in a minute, and I'll shout her out when I come across her. Thanks, Orion. Gary, I was watching something the other day when they basically said the right makes up lies about people they don't like and then get mad at their own lies. You're the shiz. So, yeah, I just had a great cartoon that illustrated that beautifully. Big Black Corvette, very generous. I'm sorry to read this on the Saturday show. It has been a hard couple of days. I did read that. His dog died. I'm sorry to hear Big Black Corvette. I hope you're doing okay out there. And, all right. Keep it lower, keep it lower. All right, I got them all. We did it. Let's move on with the show. Going to read all the rest of the Super Chats at halftime if you guys want to get it in. When you guys are watching the show on the replay tonight, you can also Super Chat. I'm going to be in the audience, and I'll read your Super Chats on the after party. So if you're watching the replay tonight, you can still super chat if you want to. And all right, move right along. Let's see what we're at. We gonna do woke panic, maybe? Is it woke panic? Is it time for woke panic? It's time for a little something I like to go. Woke. And this week on woke panic, I didn't get all the clips. Shit, there's a couple that haven't. I'm about to go find them because it deals with this subject. So this week, the thing that the whitey piss babies are all in uproar about is the new Snow White movie. Apparently somebody's put out these fake pictures for the movie. Have nothing to do with this movie. This is not even the star of the movie. But they're all fucking pissy about it because they'll believe anything they see, and they have to fill minutes on their shows and on their Twitters with right-wing outrage, and so they don't even care if it's real or not. In wokeness, Disney strikes again. Snow White is Hispanic, and the 7 dwarves include 6 full-grown adults. Look at this. Oh, no. Okay, first off, even if this was real, who gives a fuck? This looks like Jesus Christ Superstar or something, if I were going to guess what this picture is. But I like Jesus Christ Superstar. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's a good musical, if you hadn't ever seen that. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Anyway, they mad anyway, regardless. It don't matter what's true, what's real. Reality has no bearing on them. And they're all pissed off about it. The cult melts down over fake Snow White photos. A Daily Mail article featuring what the publication claimed were a set of photos from Disney's upcoming live-action Snow White sparked a storm of controversy. Backlash on Friday surrounding the politically correct dwarf actors pictured. The only problem, the photos aren't legit. When asked by the Daily Beast for comment, the Daily Mail's article, which touts photos of what it claimed as Snow White cast, a Disney spokesperson said, the photos are fake and not from our production. We are currently trying to have the Daily Mail issue a correction. Never mind that the actress dressed in a Snow White costume in the Daily Mail's photos is very clearly not Rachel Ziegler, the West Side Story actress who stars as the titular princess. Moreover, Ziegler said last year that Snow White had wrapped filming in July 2022, but here's Matt Walsh spreading the bullshit. Snow White is a 19th century German fairy tale. The name literally refers to a character's skin color. This is what actual cultural appropriation looks like. Probably the most blatant case we've ever seen. Yeah. Are we real worried about Snow White not being white? I mean, literally, you could just rewrite whatever you want to. You could say, hey, Snow White is about her, like, innocence. She's as innocent as the pure driven snow. She's Snow White. That fits. Who gives a fuck? But spread that bullshit. Lies. That's what you guys do. Libs of TikTok, who makes a living doxing trans people, spreading misinformation, hatred, transphobia, homophobia. So obviously funded by Elon Musk. Post these fake pictures, and the headline, new diverse Snow White and the 7 Dwarf movie only has 1 dwarf, and Snow White is Hispanic. Disney says they want to avoid reinforcing stereotypes. Disney lost $900 million on their last 8 releases. Guess they're not done losing money yet. Yeah, I will spread anything. We don't care about the truth. Robbie Starbuck says, meet the cast of Disney's new woke Snow White film. Snow White is Colombian now. Cool. And the 7 dwarves look like more like the 6 normal-sized hipster pedos. Why they gotta be pedos? And 1 dwarf. Is the dwarf also a pedo? Why the dwarf not a pedo? From Portland, Snow White is no longer has skin white as snow. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. What's happening in this fairy tale Disney movie? This is real life. Tommy Laura, Nazi Barbie, says, so they have 1 little person playing a dwarf to be more politically correct, quote unquote. So 6 other little people didn't get the job or the check, or somehow this is more sensitive. Yep. Really important shit, even if this was true, but it's not. You dumb, you fall for anything, but it doesn't matter. They made money. That's all they care about. And Kevin McCarthy out there, scared as shit at our woke military, because this is a real issue.
Then the culture war amendments in the conference version, and second, the ball's now in the Democrat-led Senate's hands. What message is the House sending to the Senate with this bill?
Just focus on the military. Stop using taxpayer money to do their own wokeism. A military cannot defend themselves if you train them in woke.
Yeah, that isn't a thing. Teaching the military to be respectful of people's chosen genders or trans people or gay people is the only way to ensure young people in the future sign up for the military. What do you want them to do? Be fucking bigots? Be hateful? That's what they were doing. Shortages. No one's signing up. Nobody wants to be a part of it. The new generation is more inclusive. They have to be more inclusive to get soldiers. Literally what you're talking about is having them be understaffed, which is fine with me. You guys are actually using this anti-woke bullshit for a good thing. You're accidentally gonna defund the military, which would be amazing. But you're doing it for all the stupid wrong reasons.
We don't want Disneyland to train our military. We want our men and women in the military to have every defense possible. And that's what our bill does. The money focuses directly on their quality of life and, more importantly, on the investment. When you sit and look.
Yep, it's not a problem. You know who has the most unwoke military on earth? Russia. How that working out for them? And yeah, here's the real important shit our representatives are focusing on. Representative Matt Rosendale, Republican, Montana.
Weakening our military, it is not making it stronger. We have drag shows taking place at Malmstrom Air Force Base. There are 150 ICBM missiles that are being controlled by that Air Force Base and by these individuals. I don't want someone who doesn't know if they are a man or a woman with their hand on a missile button.
Okay, one thing, like, trans women do know, and trans men do know if they're men or women, okay? Just because you don't agree with their choices doesn't mean they don't fucking know. And then also, number two, who gives a fuck? As long as they're qualified, as long as they know what the fuck they're doing, who cares about this meaningless, mindless fucking bullshit? God damn it. And then, oh yeah, always finding shit to be mad about. So we talk about Sam Smith here. Grown ass adult, gay as fuck, has shows for adults. This is obviously not made for fucking children. This is not a children's program. Nobody's saying, hey, bring your fucking children to watch Sam Smith get ass fucked by this large black man. Clearly. But they're gonna lie about everything. Here's a photo from Sam Smith's performance in Madrid. Yeah, you know, super family-friendly Madrid over the weekend. Do you think this type of show is appropriate for children? No, I don't. That's why it's not a fucking show for children, you goddamn clown. This is tranny seaman Joey Marinero. That will be written on his goddamn gravestone, as it should. Another clown who makes money being a right-wing influencer. And, oh yeah, now they're firing teachers for singing songs about rainbows to children. I wish I were making this fucking up. But here's the hellscape we live in. Over Republican land, a viral tweet, a public critique, has resulted in harsh extreme consequences. Melissa Trimble, a beloved teacher with a superlative professional record, was fired for publicly criticizing the Washington School District's rainbow ban. Fired over the choice of a song about love and rainbows for first graders at a spring concert. Fired over expressing of support for the LGBTQ community. Fired for tweeting about a song about dreaming to be better people. Fired to silence the teacher. It's hard to believe how far they've regressed our society and how quickly they've done it. Now teachers are the fucking enemy, and we fire them for singing songs about rainbows to children. This is how the broke brain anti-woke mind virus is destroying these people's minds. I've never fucking seen anything like it. I always saw Richard Dawkins, who's all interested in the me mind virus shit, would take a look at the actual mind virus shit that's destroying our society, but he seems to be infected by it now. Embarrassing. And all right, what we got to say about that? Dirty sexies. How many people are even watching this? Maybe I don't need to do it. There's 469 watching it. if I do the repeat tonight, probably nobody's going to be watching that because you're all watching it now. So maybe I shouldn't rerun it tonight. I don't know. I'll think about it. All right, let's go ahead and move on, folks. While we still can. I still got a bunch of show. Look. You looking? Is anybody looking at this? Look how much show I still got to go. I guess I won't replay the show because it looks like we're going to be doing the show for another 2 hours. It's going to be a long one tonight. I have like a week's worth of stuff to cover, so it's a bunch of shit. So let's do it. It's Beyond Parody. No, cut that. Cut it. Cut, Phil. I have more on the Snow White thing. I might as well cover it now and not on Wednesday. Okay, I'll save it for, never mind. I'll save it for the Wednesday show. It's already Monday. I'll cover more Snow White bullshit on Wednesday. It'll be fine. It'll sit for a couple of days. All right, let's do the Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! And can't get any more Beyond Parody than this clip from Wine Mom Jean Pereiro, who is beside herself wondering, why is our society hearing so much about Hunter Biden? Who could possibly be responsible for this?
Camera's not working. Where are the canines? Why don't you know everyone who's gone through there? It's all hogwash. You vacated the building. It was so dangerous when you saw that, what you thought might be anthrax. And now you don't have anything to say about it. So it's either a cover-up, they're inept, and in addition to drug testing the staffers, I think they ought to stop lying to us and coming out and saying, we know Hunter was there. The reason this is so important is Hunter doesn't get the plea deal if they can pin this on him. And finally, why is Hunter Biden always in our face? Why is this guy at the White House? Why is he on Air Force One? Why is he in Ireland? Why is he at State Department dinners? This guy is either a drug addict or a reformed drug addict. We shouldn't have to deal with him constantly in our face. And
why? Why does the public keep getting reminded of Hunter Biden day in and day out? Why? It's almost like there's an entire news channel devoted to fear-mongering over this human being. Why, Janine? Why? Good God, Beyond Parody. And then, Little Benny Shapiro, speaking of Little Benny, is incensed over the very important issue of crop tops.
Got to comment on the dumbest fashion trend of the day. There is such an effort in legacy media to make men into women. It is astonishing. So there's a new piece at the New York Times by a person named Emma Grillo.
Oh, no.
Called Men Are Bearing Midriffs in Crop Tops.
Uh-huh.
Some are cropping.
Like, literally, that is not feminine. Have you ever watched any 80s movies where the jocks are in crop tops? It's very sexy, very masculinely sexy. I'd be wearing a crop top all the goddamn time if I had cum gutters. You'd never get to stop looking at my cum gutters if I had cum gutters. What you talking about, Miss Barrow?
Their shirts at home. Others are buying them from stores' women's sections. Okay, so first of all, 99.8% of the men who are bearing their midriffs in crop tops are gay.
Okay.
There are not a lot of straight dudes who are like, you know what I'm going to do?
I mean, there were. Back in the day, there were tons, Benny Shapiro. I mean, they're not a whole lot now because it's been made to be more feminine by people like you. But back in the day, it was super sexy when I was a kid.
When I hang my belly out here. Those aren't called crop tops when straight dudes do it. It's just you're too fat for your shirt when straight dudes do it. And indeed, every picture from this story is about a gay dude who's bearing his belly. So first of all, let me just say, just as a fashion matter, no one wants to see the midriff of another man. Just as a general, I'm not going to speak for gay men. Women, I don't think, are interested. Neither are straight men.
You are wrong.
Like, this is just generally not an attractive thing.
You are very wrong. It can be very sexy. It depends on the guy's midriff. I mean, speaking of which, look who looks really good in a crop top. You know, little Benny Shapiro. Yeah, you go, boy. I'd hit that. Let's see. I made a couple more. Let's go look. Oh, these are ones that I did. Here we go, little Benny Shapiro. Yeah, ooh, rocking it, Benny. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Little bit of cum gutter. Tiny bit. Oh, yeah, pink. Pink's your color, Benny. Hell yeah. Oh, there's me winning the crown. Sexy as fuck. But anyway. Very popular podcast. I see it on the top 10 list on Spotify all the time, and this is the real important shit he's talking about, although I'm talking about it too, but I'm making fun of him, so slightly different. And then, I love this one on Beyond Parody. Someone wearing a shirt that says, America, love it or leave it, while holding the flag of a group of people who definitely tried to leave it, has to be one of the best examples of irony I've ever seen. Yep. America, love it or leave it, while he's holding the flag of literal traitors. Always these type of people, not going to body shame, but these types, the gravy seals. And I cannot emphasize, folks, this is not satire.
Are you charging your water in the sun? Because if not, you should be. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Charging your water each day in a glass mason jar or glass pitcher completely changes the structure of the water. And what that does is changes your water from dead water to living water. And once you do that, you can start healing your body at a cellular level.
My body already heals itself that way. It's a self-repairing robot. I cut myself, it fucking repairs itself. That's sort of its whole goddamn job.
Our ancestors did it hundreds of years ago.
Oh, hundreds of years ago? Oh, wow. They also like died at hundreds of years ago, so might not want to take it too seriously.
Ayurvedic medicine. No, really, they drink it every single day to keep their health problems away. Sun-charged water is antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral. It helps with gut health, digestion, ulcers, and the acidity of your body.
Doesn't seem to help with bullshit.
Skin issues? No problem. Wash your face with it. Or if
Why you wear makeup then?
you just want radiant skin, wash your face with it.
Why you wear makeup then?
Do you have an eye infection? Put some in your eyes. Antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. Rash, redness, you name it, it fixes it.
I mean, water is good to wash your body with, if that's what you're saying, but like, it was already that way.
Low on energy? Well, guess what? Sun-charged water is quite literally packed with energy. So put your
water, okay? You need it, it's good, but it's not packed with any more energy than tap water.
In the sun for 8 hours a day. You can do it for 1 day, 2 days at 8 hours, even 3 days for 8
hours. I'm gonna do it for, what, 4 days? Not 4 days? That's too much. Too much energy in that water. It will kill you.
But at least 1 day for 8 hours and reap the health benefits of structured sun-charged water. Have fun.
Okay. Have fun, everybody, with your sun-charged water. Not a parody. And then, good liars are back. I love when they point out the hypocrisy of all these people who chanted lock her up, but hate the thought of political opponents being jailed when it's the left doing it.
What were they chanting at the rallies? I think we all remember they had some pretty good chants.
No, just the usual, USA, make America great again.
Lock her up. Lock her up.
The obvious things.
Yeah. The obvious things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
what do you think in general about jailing political opponents?
Totally against it. It's against the Constitution. It's not America. It's not the U.S. I mean, think about it.
Think about it.
Okay, so I feel like we're talking about two different things. I was talking about when Trump was trying to get Hillary in jail in 2016.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well,
that's totally different because my dad at Trump did it, and he could do no wrong. So when he was locking people up, it was good, and I was for it and chanting it. But when you want to hold him accountable for his crimes, I'm not for that, and we have to abolish the FBI. I hope that's very clear. And then, oh yeah, I want to skip that one. Fox News mad because homeless people had a above ground shitty ass cheap pool. They probably put it out of the fucking garbage can. Real stories being covered by America's #1 cable news network. And speaking of Beyond Parody, hard to get more Beyond Parody than Tim Pool. Sat around with his beanie all tight in his head. Was going to come up with some real good tweet. Going to point out some hypocrisies in our society. And after he shit himself thinking, this is what he came up with. The journalists yelled at coal miners, learn to code. They did. They made AI. And they replaced the journalists' jobs with it. Ha-ha, journalist. You look down on the coal miners and you told them to learn how to code, and then they did it, and now they replaced your job. Okay, I got so many problems with this. First off, what coal miners learned to code and made AI? The fuck you talking about? Secondly, The people that made AI replaced most was coders. Coders are completely obsolete now. They won't even fucking be coders in 10 years. AI doing all the fucking code. So I don't even know none of what this is supposed to be about, but dumb. You dumb, boy. And then, oh man, I'm gonna skip this one. Don't want to cover Weinstein. He's so boring. He's whining because people are coming on his page shitting on him. They're posting under his tweets, telling him how boring he is, how wrong he is, how narcissistic he is, how much of a disappointment he is. And he's like, oh my God, it's just one or two people. They have 1 million accounts. It can't be a bunch of people. It's so sad. All right, let's watch it anyway.
There's an army of sock puppets that erupts in the replies to anything I do. And its purpose.
Or you're just a dipshit, and lots of people know and recognize you're a dipshit, and so we all reply to how big of a dipshit you are. Maybe, Mr. Scientist, there's an alternative explanation.
This is to create the impression that I have been discredited, and that anybody who doesn't see through the obvious bullshit that I am putting into the world is themselves revealing their own mental deficiency. You're doing something interesting.
Somebody said AI doesn't code yet. What the fuck are you talking about? AI does code. You can tell AI the types of code you want it to write, and it'll write the fucking code. AI has eliminated shit ton of coder jobs already. It might not be writing all the code on its own from scratch, but you definitely use AI to eliminate a lot of your coders.
Interesting. You just automatically have people trying to tear you down, looking for vulnerabilities, pretending, frankly, pretending that they are more people than they actually are, showing up in places with anonymous.
Okay, you're saying the AI takes the low-level work off my table. Yeah, it takes the low-level work of coding away, so you don't have to rely on other coders to do that. They can have less coders do the job. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I read about AI every day. They're talking about all the coding jobs that are being lost by AI. We must be reading different stuff. Anyway, I'm tired of listening to this guy. Let's move on from the AI and the Weinstein thing. I am also a coder, by the way. Basic 20, go to 10. Checkmate, motherfuckers. And it's resetting more often when I do my show, so maybe the two things are connected. Maybe it is overheating. So I went and installed a giant fan, and you can hear it in the background, but I'm blowing it directly on the modem. So let's see if maybe the modem doesn't reset again for the rest of the show. We back again. That was the quickest science experiment ever. Literally the quickest science experiment ever seen. And I was like, let's see. Let's see if it helps. Putting the fan on it, and it immediately did not. So I've turned on the air conditioner, I've turned on the fan. We're going to try, it's going to be a little noisy here, but just ignore that and listen to the smooth, silky sound of my voice instead. And we're going to try it this way. We're running experiments here, so consider the noise part of the experiment of the show. And that'll be on Parenting, folks. I'm starting to think I might be a cat pervert. You guys see this video? Went super viral, 42.2 million views. Of course, that's according to Twitter. Twitter lies like a motherfucker. But anyway, apparently this couple's cat likes their neighbor more than they like this couple. And I only just met this couple, but I already side with the cat. And they're not too happy about it.
You're keeping it in your
no,
yard,
I'm not.
and it's our cat.
You understand?
Our cat.
I'm not even in my yard right now. What am I doing? The gate's open. Hard.
You're unreasonable people. You're holding our cat.
How? I'm not even in there. I want you to explain how.
If you would go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She
they
will
want
not
you to.
She's a cat. She doesn't speak English.
Oh, really? This doesn't mean go home?
No.
Huh?
Hand signals don't mean anything. It's a cat, dude.
Really? Okay. All right. Well, we'll have the police department figure it out.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Great idea.
All right. No, so the cat doesn't eat and drink anything over there, right?
No.
Oh, no, never. Right? No, never.
No.
No, never.
Never. Yeah, never.
Yeah, you cat pervert.
Oh my God, you guys are absent.
I've done nothing to bring the cat. I've done nothing to bring the. This dude's lost. This dude, he's lost it. He's lost it.
Stop making a scene over a cat.
He's lost it.
Dude, cats love me. I'm starting to think maybe I'm a cat pervert.
Our cat.
He's lost it. He's lost it. Oh no.
Come on, let's have.
On my property.
We're calling the police because you're harboring our cat.
Harboring a cat.
Harboring our cat.
Is that a crime? What was something
You're a
else?
cat pervert.
I'm a cat pervert?
Yeah, cat
What crime is that? What crime is that?
You know what? There's a crime about you harboring my cat.
What crime is that?
It's against the law.
What crime is that?
It's called harboring an animal.
I can understand being angry if my cat was in your yard.
Yeah, it's got harboring an animal. Look it up.
You're angry because your cat is in my yard.
You're making things a lot worse. Right? You could just send my cat home.
No, I can't.
Dude, just go get your fucking cat. Come over here and get your cat. Here it is. You can come in here and get your cat. I got a problem with it. It's your cat. Come get the motherfucker. I can't make a cat do a goddamn anything. It's a goddamn cat. They do what they want to. And then this broke the internet last week. I don't know if you guys saw this one. Super weird. So here's basically what's going on. Let me explain what's going on before I show you the video. So there are these Japanese games. Of course, they're Japanese because Japanese people are weird as fuck. And in the games, like mostly like mobile games and like pixelated. They're not real good graphics, but there's like these anime women, and you like feed them different things, and then as you're feeding them the things on the game, they're like, ooh, thank you, ooh, yummy yum, ooh, cotton candy, ooh, hot dog good, or whatever, you know? It's stupid. It's Japan. And so then a bunch of women streamers have realized that their viewers will pay them to do the same thing live on the stream. So like they'll have, a little cotton candy symbol, $5, and they'll buy it for them, and it'll pop up on screen, and they're like, ooh, cotton candy, make my nipples hard. And they act like they're not really human. They act like characters in a video game, which is dehumanizing, but it's sort of the point. Perverts like to dehumanize women. It's a form of sexual pleasure they get, I guess, because they're insecure. I don't know. But anyway, that's the background of the video.
Marshmallow. Crunchy corn, yum! Kitty paws. Pumpkin, yum!
Now spicy.
Ice cream, yum! Kitty paws.
And they ain't the only ones doing this. Apparently it's real popular. This one also went super viral. This lovely black lady on this.
Coconut so good. Coconut so good. Balloon. Grab. Coconut so good. Grab. Balloon.
She got the popping noise is good. Man, I'm about as big as a perv as you can get. I don't get this one. I ain't paying no woman to pop fake balloons on a stream for me, but you know who's all into it? I was kind of surprised to see this one. Apparently, Jordan Peterson decided to get it on the grift.
Yum. Ice cream. So good. Gang, gang. Pop, pop, pop. Gang, gang. Hot dog. Yum. Pop, pop. Yum. Ice cream.
Yeah, not surprised to see it. He will jump on any grift. So that's just par for the course. And apparently this is a real thing. Finnish Hobby Horse Championships.
Bei den Finnish Hobby Horse Championships gab es viele verschiedene Prüfungen auf 6 Plätzen in diesem Jahr. In der Dressur gab es die Kür, eine normale Prüfung und die Dressur.
It looks like good exercise. I mean, they're in good shape and they look like they're having fun. They ain't hurt nobody, right? And they also they get to hold like a hard stick against their crotches as they prance around in front of people. That's got to be sort of hot. So I don't know. I'm sort of into it a little bit. And then, guys, hear about this one? Remember this dress here that broke the internet a while back? Some people were seeing it as black and blue, and some people are seeing it as gold and white. I never understood any of this shit. This is obviously a gold and white dress. How the fuck do you see black and blue? What are you even talking about? It's gold and white. I don't even understand the argument. It's insane. Anyway, apparently, the wedding that this was in, the husband tried to kill the wife. Yeah, from this. It was worn by his mom at their wedding, and now he's in jail for attempted murder. So apparently, I blame the dress, this clearly white and gold dress. And then, submarine stepson is back. This is the guy whose father imploded trying to see the Titanic. And it seems like there might be something wrong with him. I don't know, but he about to be a billionaire. His dipshit children for generations to come will be rich because this is how our system works. It has nothing to do with the meritocracy. It's about who your mama married. He says, I will say N-word all day on the set, on the dead homies. And somebody says, on your dead daddy who bones in somewhere in the ocean floating around. Bitch, I'm blacker than your ugly ass mama who walked out on you as a kid. So classiness of money, always by class. And then, last but not least, I believe, on the... Oh, we got into the what the fuck section. We're in the what the fuck section now. I forgot to announce this, but we're in the what the fuck section now. That explains it. We moved past the beyond parody to Stowe to notice. Now we're in the what the fuck section, so that makes a lot more sense. So anyway, road rage. I don't understand these pitiful, pathetic, insecure men that get so mad for no fucking reason. Not only put their lives in danger, but the lives of other people and their own children because they can't cool off for a second. Look at this dipshit in this truck. He mad at this car because I don't know what they did, but road rage. It's like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put everybody's life in danger. Let me swerve over. Yeah, let me swerve over. Run you up against the railing. Yeah, you'll move, motherfucker. Let me go tailgate you, intimidate you. I've already shown you I'm nuts. Let me speed past these people over here up along the curb. Almost cause an accident there. Yeah, let me like swerve you into the fucking side. Yeah, oh yeah, boom, yeah. Wrecked your whole fucking cars. Now you going to prison, fucko. Some bad life decisions happening right there. And apparently, he had his fucking kid in the car while he was doing that. Yeah, OHP says road rage suspect had child in the back seat. Could face criminal charges. Why would whole fucking so? Why would you not face criminal charges for that bullshit? Just try to kill some folks. Take his kids away. Call CPS. Good goddamn, y'all. And that is my what the fuck section. Even though I didn't announce it. Tiny dick energy agreed. What you gotta say, dirty sex is dirty sex supposed. Deadly weapon agreed. Murder. Attempted murder. This dude is stupid. Agreed. Very stupid. You're the best, Dusty. Hey, I have my moments. Typical right-wing gun nut, Trump supporter in a huge truck. Yep. Tiny dick energy. Definitely. And, all right, folks, I brought the Karen section back. I even moved over the Karen intro song. I know you missed it, so prepare your anus. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Ding! And first off, on a Karen Cavalcade tonight, white woman on a train in Hartford, Connecticut sits down next to two Muslim women and starts ranting about Obama.
Smells like feces eaters, doesn't it?
Say hi to TikTok.
Why somebody's got a problem.
Say hi to TikTok. Racist number one. Yup. Say it louder for her. You're ignorant.
I don't sexualize children. That's ignorant.
And we do. And we do.
I didn't say you did. Must have a guilty conscience.
Just always with the sexualizing of children. That's all right-wingers can go to. Everybody's a pedophile now. Anybody that calls out our bullshit, pedophile, 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 pedophile. It's just so ridiculous and pathetic.
Enjoy the light. Like, you sat next to us.
Talk to them like that.
I didn't like anything.
Were they talking? What were they? Was she saying stuff
She
to
was
you?
so racist. Yeah. Ignorant
You're gonna
remarks.
Get off the train.
I said
Get off of the train.
said I don't sexualize children. I'm not getting off the train because
You need to get off of the train. You can't talk to the passengers like that.
I'm not talking to anybody. I'm looking out the window.
Every person in this car said that you were talking to them like that way.
No, I don't know every person in this car, so I don't know what the problem is.
You need to get off of the train.
I do what I want.
All right, look at me.
80-year-old
You will never
Cartman.
ride my train again. I will look at you and tell you you can't ride. Do you understand that? I can't physically remove you, but I can stop you from getting on. You do not talk to the passengers that
I'm
way.
not talking to them.
Yes, you are. So get off in Hartford and do not get back on my train ever again. You see me, walk away. Okay?
Thank you.
Got told.
God
Hero. Love to see it. And then on the Karens. Oh, did you guys see this one? Bet you can't guess who this guy voted for.
More Asian people here. There will be more Asian people here.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you stand proud with this country?
Next time we're gonna count.
Are you stand proud?
Next time we count 10 deep. Okay, we're gonna come more Asians.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, we'll come more.
What are you doing? Are you stand proud for this country? You don't belong here.
Ooh, y'all hear that?
You don't belong here.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that?
Fuck out of here.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
I wish I could get the license plate.
My family fought for this country, bitch.
Well, you got to take over the freaking Indian.
My uncle was in Nam. This country's mine.
We can tell we're collaborating. What a collaboration.
You guys stole the Indian land.
Collaboration of bullshit. You're the most racist shit I ever saw.
I don't know about that.
Drunk
You're the
assholes.
motherfucking racist.
Redneck.
Just leave. God
Garbage, you know.
damn.
The truth comes out. You're the racist.
Asian people, don't go over there. They might say something.
Like literally no fucking brain cells in their goddamn skulls. Apparently there was a part 2. They came back or just before? I don't know. Is this different?
I did vote for Trump too, okay? I did vote for Trump. But I didn't.
God has everything to do with Trump. Are you stupid?
Shocker, Trump supporters.
Please save it. We'll put you guys on Facebook. Enjoy it.
You try.
We're gonna put you guys on Facebook being racist.
Oh, nice. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go, please. Can you do it?
I can spell racist when I
Racist.
He's so cool. What the fuck?
Racism, man.
Main character syndrome.
America.
Your husband real racist, or he's a true racist?
America.
Now why he being racist? Then?
Why are you letting your husband let it go?
You respect this land.
Yeah, we're not respecting you. We're being total dicks to you, but you respect us. We're white, you ferreters.
You respect this land.
Stop. Go away.
Bye-bye.
I got kids. I got kids here.
You will go away.
Yeah, no respect, man. You got your kid, we got kids, you have no fucking respect.
Just, God damn it, trashy. What an embarrassment. But that's like how everybody sees Trump supporters now. I don't know if there's any MAGAs out there, but this is how we all see you. because this is pretty much how you are. And I love this one. This one almost got my heroes section, but since we're talking about Karens, it also fit here. College Karen can't believe that 2 drag queens dared get on an elevator with her at her college, y'all. She was so traumatized by drag queens on an elevator.
Pride Week and drag queens on college campuses.
Oh, no.
Interesting concept.
Trigger warning. The story this young woman is about to tell you is genuinely upsetting.
I recall going to class during Pride Week, and I got into the elevator of a really old building to go up to my class, and all of a sudden 3 Pride drag queens got in the elevator. They happened to be going to the same floor as me.
Cool. So now you see why I issued the trigger warning, because, yeah, it's bad.
And I remember feeling super uncomfortable and really confused. I was really confused because I was trying to go to a class that I paid for that was going to help me in my future, and then all of a sudden I have sexuality being thrown in my face, and I'm like, wait, this isn't related to education. What's going on?
I completely know what she's talking about. I know exactly what she's talking about, and I would have been just as confused. In fact, just the other day, I had pretty much the exact same thing happen to me. I was at the store getting groceries, and I was in line to pay for my groceries, and all of the sudden, out of nowhere, 3 Mexican-looking people got in line behind me, and I was like, and I was so confused. I was so confused because I was like, wait, I'm not Mexican, and they're Mexican, and I was like, wait, I thought I was here to get groceries. Like, what does being Mexican have to do with getting groceries?
And I'm not saying I was uncomfortable with a drag queen. Like, that's fine if someone wants to do that. But when it's brought to a college campus, which is a place of education, that's when it's wrong.
No. Exactly. I wasn't uncomfortable with them being Mexican. You can be Mexican if you want. That's fine. It's just that when they're doing it in a place that I also am, that's when it's wrong.
And it makes me uncomfortable that I didn't go to a drag show to see that, but it was just brought and shoved in my face on my college campus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't go to Mexico to see Mexican people. I just went to the grocery store, right? Like, I wasn't seeking it out. They came into where I was, and they were just there, and that's not fair to me. All right, so I'm gonna drop the bit here. So did you see how the story that I was telling made me look like an objectively terrible person who's definitely racist and a bigot? Yeah, so that's the same story. I was just telling the exact same story as you. And I know you're like, no, my story's different because I was being bigoted toward a different group of people, but it's the same story. It's the exact same story. And right now, your video that you made is getting ratioed so hard. And I know that you're really going to want to lean into a victim complex here. I know that you're going to want to lean in to the idea that you're being bullied somehow for your beliefs or for expressing an opinion. And I just want to be really, really clear with you that that's not what's happening. You went on the internet and showed yourself to be a bigot, and people came into your comments and said, you're a bigot. And that's all that happened. And I know that you're a literal child and that you're at most 20 years old, but that's why we need to catch this and bottle it up and use it as a teachable moment, okay? Don't do this. Don't be this way. Don't think this way. Whoever taught you to be this way, open up that part of your brain and just dump it out and knock it off right now. Because they gave you some bad info and they taught you to be a bad person, and it's not working for you, and it's going to continue to not work for you as you get older. Like,
anyway, I agree with everything he said there. Hero shit. But good God, Karen. The whole world has revolved around her whole life, and so she can't imagine a world where it doesn't completely revolve around her. And then, working while black again, can't even get hired to put in gutters without getting accused of kidnapping old white people.
We got a call, 4 black males tying up an old man, kidnapping him.
I don't know nothing about that.
Live here, or are you guys working on it?
You can knock at the door, bro.
No one works here? No, someone live here though?
I mean, you can knock at the door if you want.
Okay. No one else called? You guys have any issues with anybody?
No.
No?
No. They said what?
They said they saw one old male get kidnapped by 4 black males with guns.
Bro, it's just 2 of us here.
Yeah, no, so we wanted to find out where that, did anyone leave that?
No. We're just the only, we're black, but it's 2 of us. We're doing gutters.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, you know, swatting, that's what we think it is, where they...
What is that?
Where they call to have a police response for something,
Hey, sir. Sir, you have police here saying someone's getting kidnapped by black guys. Oh, my God. Look at this shit.
Not funny,
Chris.
Chris.
He said someone said that 4 black guys were...
Yeah, so we got to call it an old male was getting kidnapped by 4 black males.
Chris.
Chris. The fuck you at, Chris?
What?
Get your ass over here, Chris.
I'm out of here, bro.
I don't believe you.
Chris. Chris. Chris.
Chris.
Chris.
The fuck, Chris?
Chris. Take your fucking headphones off. Fucking police said we kidnapping the fucking customers. They out front, bro. Damn, bro. Got them dumbass headphones on. Police all out front saying 4 black guys kidnapping the old dude.
I ain't fucking with them.
I'm out of here, bro. That shit is, bro. I'm not even about to finish this job, bro.
Nope, get the fuck out of there. They said, crackers with guns after you. Bounce. I do not blame you. And then, did you guys see this one went super fucking viral? Hope he didn't remove them. Nope, there we go. Oh, there's a bunch more now. Anyway, so I think he in his daddy's neighborhood, maybe it's his neighborhood, either way. They in their own neighborhood. They just moved into this nice neighborhood, and they have a lake that everybody in the neighborhood is allowed to fish in. But they black, and so they keep bugging them over and over again because he's fishing while black.
Hello.
How are you? Good, how are you? You guys residents here?
Are we bothering anyone?
Don't touch anyone. Sorry? All right, well, this lake is supposedly for residents only. So, thank you for filming. I'm not giving you permission to film, so.
She's not.
Take a picture of your license plates and forward it on.
Hey, so y'all hear what I go through, right? This the third person. I'm in my own neighborhood, and a white person came and bothered me while I'm fishing. Another white person came and bothered me while I'm fishing. This the third time. She's like, oh, no, I'm not giving you permission to film. This is my phone. I can film and do whatever I want. I study the law. I study the law. Thank you. I'm sorry. Hey, well, don't leave now. Do you want to say, hey, do you live here? Where you live? What's your address?
Where do you live? Where do you live?
This is unbelievable.
Where do you live? Why?
What's your name, by the way? Because at the next meeting, I'm definitely going to...
Karen. Her name is Karen. So then somebody else came bothering.
I asked you earlier. You didn't say where do you live.
I was told not to talk to strangers who don't introduce themselves.
I want to be on the homeowner association board.
Oh.
We pay for the lake.
Wow.
It's a private lake, so if you live in the
Introduce
neighborhood,
yourself.
all you have to
Introduce
do is say
yourself. Who are you?
something. I am John McCollowitz.
That's good to know.
John McCollum, where you live?
I live right down here.
Where? What street? What's your address?
Springridge Drive.
Okay.
Say that again?
What is it?
I'm not telling you anymore. You got it the first time. You got it on tape. You're recording.
We got it the first time.
And where do
All
you
right.
live?
Where do you live?
I told you.
Okay. That don't mean
And
I
where
gotta
do you
tell
live?
you where I live. Who does that? You can break into my home.
Hey,
I don't know you.
police officers
Oh, well, you should.
and gang warden. This is the man right here that's harassing us.
So the next thing you know, they call the cops.
And they called him. Like again. This is the third time. So look, I'm getting famous off this by now.
What's going on?
I live here and they keep calling the police on me.
You got your ID?
Yeah. See, and every time you have your ID. Like literally the other time,
Yeah, as soon as I
4
see your
times, I
ID,
have a whole page dedicated to this. And so here we go. Again, I live here and people don't think I live here because it's a nice neighborhood and they want to bother me and harass me. So they call the police all the time. Insane.
So there's a bunch of these. I'm not gonna play them all. Here he started the cop a bunch. Here he's the cop's talking to his daddy. But he did get famous off of it. Oh my God, black neighbor. I guess then I'm gonna tell his stories. So 344,000, best thing that ever happened to him. Really though, really. But leave him alone. And that is my Karen section. What do you think about that? Jesus, I know, right? K-fish while black. I mean, they could come up and introduce themselves. Hi, you know, I'm Jen from down the street. Are you guys new in the neighborhood? I want to welcome you. Something like that would have been a lot better. Not. And where do you live? This is private property. You're not from around here, boy. That's not the way to approach anybody. I guess if you're a racist, that's how to approach them. She got fired. Okay. Not surprised to hear it. You about to lose your job, remix. And all right. Gonna do the song. You ready for this? You guys ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Q. I brought the Q section back. Apparently, the big blockbuster movie this week is Sound of Freedom. So that's crazy shit. So this movie was made like 8 years ago. It was like a B throwaway movie that Disney made. And then they shelved it because they didn't think it'd fucking do good. So it got bought up by these other people or whatever. And then they rebranded it as anti-woke answer to all the gays and trans people who are stealing children and drinking their blood and adrenochrome. And the star of it, what is his name? Kaziel. That's the way I'll pronounce it. Been out there talking about how it's real. Adrenochrome real. They scaring children to drink their blood. And so it's gone super viral. It made like $100 billion. Not really. It's like 40 million, I think, last time I checked. Maybe more than that. Which is crazy because it's a low-budget piece of shit movie, right? But the broad brains will believe anything. So the reason it's doing so well is because they have a policy that you can pay it forward with tickets, which means you can buy tickets for other people. And so religious, conservative MAGA people, they're so crazy. Their brains are so broke. They actually believe they're doing something good in the world, that they're actually fighting pedophilia by buying these tickets up, hoping that other Christians, I guess, will go see this movie. The theaters are mostly empty because they're buying all the tickets up and not really giving them away to anybody. No one's going to fucking see it. So, needless to say, a movie completely devoted to bringing in conspiracy theorists, people that would believe QAnon bullshit, themselves are engrossed in multiple conspiracy theories about this movie. They believe that somewhere in AMC is manipulating it to where it's making the movie harder to see because at some of the theaters they're having minor problems like air conditioning problems, or like it's not a real movie, so they have to like download it off the internet and the download links won't work. So they're blaming like the deep state trying to bury this stupid ass fucking movie from 8 years ago because the theaters suck. I'll give you guys some examples. They've been making videos about this all week on the Twitters, like this moonbat.
So, don't know if any one of you have already been to see The Sound of Freedom, but my friends and I just walked out. Hi. And we are curious what your experiences were in the movie theater because we pre-ordered our tickets, paid for them, they were claimed, got the link sent, and this is an AMC theater in Pineville, North Carolina. Some point today, the tickets got refunded to my friend and we couldn't figure out why. So we come anyways to the theater after dinner and they're like, oh, well, we refunded all the tickets because there's no air conditioning in our theaters. Okay, whatever. We don't care. Are you still showing it?
Very much.
Yeah, you can still watch it. So we get to thinking, why did they not send out a notice in the email saying, hey, we refunded your tickets because there's no air conditioning. And we just are curious why didn't they let us know? There was no one in that theater.
Because it's some college kid, high school kid probably, who makes minimum wage, whose job is to take care of that shit, and he don't give a fuck He's not getting paid enough to give a fucking shit about your stupid conspiracy theories.
There was us 4 and 4 other people, 8 people in the theater on a Friday night. There was air conditioning in the lobby. There was air conditioning in the hallways. There was air conditioning in the bathrooms, not the theaters. They don't have the bartender or anything in the theater. I smell something stinky.
I mean, if AMC just didn't want to show the movie, they could just not show the fucking movie. They ain't got to play it at their theaters. I love the conspiracy that a company whose sole income comes from selling movie tickets doesn't want people to watch movies.
And I think it's shit.
Yeah, I think something shit. Your breath stink, bitch. And then lots of these people, not that one, this one. Yeah, people going to watch a QAnon child abduction movie in theaters have imperfect experiences with lights and audio, and concluding this is an attempt by cinemas playing the movie to prevent you from seeing it. Yeah, so many shenanigans happening with these theaters regarding Sound of Freedom. Disney fighting a proxy war. The movie started 15 minutes late. Oh no. Lights were left on until folks started yelling, lights. Yeah, that's because some kid don't get paid enough. Unreal. I know, right? You gotta wait 15 minutes to see a movie. Oh my God, how did you survive, y'all? The ruling class has many tricks up their sleeves. I'm afraid what we're witnessing is only the beginning. Yeah, we're worried about you watching this shitty-ass movie. Fucking idiots. It may be time to go Bud Light on AMC. Do it. Nobody gives a fucking shit. Guess they didn't get enough with the stonks last time around. It's time to flood these movie theaters this weekend. Do it. Give a lot of money to shameless grifters. It's all fucking good to me. Just don't do it. Believe in you're helping one goddamn kid be saved, because you're not. This guy suggests a power outage at AMC Theater must mean they are trying to suppress the movie. He ain't saying nothing. Okay. I don't know what that's coming from. I didn't hear nothing. Whatever. And then... Oh, was it the guy? Maybe it was the guy up there that he's filming. Maybe? Maybe he's... Oh, I guess he's talking about this guy sitting up at the window. Maybe he heard him talking. Maybe that makes sense. Okay. That makes more sense. And then... Another Sound of Freedom disruption conspiracy theory video. Why attempt to get the movie gone again if they just don't want to show it? They can just not show it.
With our projector, we had to wait for it to download the movie. It's going to be about 30 minutes. Everyone in here is going to get a free film pass. If you want to leave, that's understandable. I'll go do a refund. I can help you.
Yeah, they can't log into the website because it's a fucking shitty production company. They have to download it because it's not a real fucking movie. And they got a kid making $10 an hour who don't give a fuck.
But for now, we're going to have to wait for the movie to download.
Did you change it to another theater?
I don't think so. This is the only one that has it for tonight.
I posted yesterday, somebody else shared a video that they're having problems with their screening, their movie showing. Now this, they got to download the movie?
Yes, they're downloading.
Anybody else having any problems like this trying to watch The Sound of Freedom in your theater? There's
probably problems all over the fucking place with theaters. It's outdated technology. Watch that shit at home, dipshits.
To definitely be a reason why they do not want us to watch this movie, which means you need to watch this movie.
With our projector, we had to wait for it to download the movie. It's going to be about 30 minutes. Everyone in here is going to get a free film pass.
This is the apex of slacktivism. People not doing shit, but actually believe they're doing something. Hey, watch this movie. It's helping children not be kidnapped and raped. Buy people taking this movies. It's helping child trafficking. No, it's fucking not. All it's doing is making dipshits rich.
If you want to leave, that's understandable. I'll go do a refund. I can help you. But for now, we're going to have to wait for the movie to download.
Did you change it to...
I already played that. Anyway. I'm a little stoned. Ignore me. And, nope, that was the same one. And then, nope, that was the same one. Yep, if they didn't want you to watch it, I already said that. And what's next? Oh, yeah. Libs of TikTok went to see the movie, of course. Movie theater empty. And it said sold out online at the front desk. Yes, that's because it's AstroTurf. That's because it didn't make $40 million because it's so good everybody went to see it. It's because rich dipshits bought up the tickets thinking they were doing something good because your brains are so fucking broke you can't think straight. Nobody gives a shit about this fucking movie. You can just download it all fucking Pirate Bay. They got a good copy. Go download it. Everybody go watch it if they want to. Who gives a fucking shit? Of course, the guy who supposedly the movie's about, Tim Ballard, went public suggesting gender-affirming care is a gateway to pedophilia. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Weren't all the people that abducted children, weren't they all just pedophiles? Just good God. Of course, that's on the Tim Pool show. And then they're spreading memes like this, like we're all so afraid of this fucking movie. Literally, not a single one of us gives a goddamn shit about this fucking movie. Watch it all day. Watch it 100 times. Nobody gives a shit. We're not scared of this fucking movie, but yeah. Dr. Manhattanova, souls are broken. So they post this Democrat who loves the movie Cuties. Such an empowering movie. But when it comes to Sound of Freedom, this is QAnon paranoia. First off, I haven't met a single person that watched the movie Cuties. Who fucking is giving a shout out to the movie Cuties? The only person I heard giving a shout out was that, what was his name? Snakes or Smooze or what the fuck his name was? That right-wing dipshit. I see him on my Twitter feed sometimes. Talk about how much he likes Cuties. I never saw anybody that left. Talk about how much they love Cuties. And yeah, the movie is not actually QAnon paranoia, because it was made before the QAnon movement, but it's what you guys have turned into QAnon paranoia. So yeah, it is. That's true. I love how they invent people to be mad at. And yeah, man, right-wing media, if you don't like the film The Sound of Freedom, then you support sex traffickers. Also, right-wing media, look at this sex trafficker who's amazing, who's one of us. Let's send him $20,000. And folks, I almost put this on the Beyond Parody. I almost put this on the What the Fuck section. I almost put it on lots of other sections because I can't believe this happened. The Babylon Bee posted something funny. The Babylon Bee wrote a funny article. I couldn't believe it either. This is the kind of stuff The Onion should have written. Newly announced sequel, Sound of Freedom 2, features Zim Caviezel going after Andrew Tate. That's fucking pretty funny. If you want to go after a sex trafficker, there you go, right-wingers. I might watch that one. So can't believe it. Hey, that's one for you, Babylon Bee, finally, after a long, long streak of losses. And while we're on QAnon, this is what QAnon does to your brain.
Joe Biden has been dead since 2019. James Woods, the actor, is playing Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe Poopy Pants. But the president is trying to get us back down with our economy because...
So he is the president?
Yes, he never conceded. He is very much the president.
How angry she is.
Of the Republic. Biden has been doing all his White House pictures out there in California at Black Rock Studio with the fake green screen.
And so...
He doesn't even live in the White House. Nobody lives in White House.
Oh, so he's in California?
Yeah. Joe Biden has been dead.
Yep, nuts. It just makes you fucking crazy. These are the people buying up tickets to this movie. This crazy lady will take her Social Security checks, mortgage her house, and buy out the theater, thinking she's saving children. That's how broke they are. And new JFK conspiracy just dropped from the Qers.
We're headed in a path that's going to be very, very different for the next 2 or 3 years.
Pulled some big crowds there, dude.
I'm sure that by the 23rd of July this year, you're going to understand.
23rd of July, what's the date? All right, let me mark it. It's the 17th, so next week. Let's revisit this next week.
What's really going on and where we are. And I think that day is going to be history-making because John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. and Donald Trump will be inaugurated as the 19th president of the original United States of America.
Cool. Definitely. Definitely going to happen next week, folks. I believe it any second now. Then Jesus is going to return. It's a whole thing happening. And then every once in a while, it seems like these QAnon people have an awakening. Like a light bulb goes off in their brain. This from the Q website. Was Q even real? I'm starting to question whether or not the things I perceive to be real are real. Maybe my family hasn't been yelling at me and brainwashed by Antifa. Maybe we were brainwashed. Q is an anonymous person idea. I'm not even sure if they're a person or not. But we don't have a face to follow, just a name, not even just a letter. My family has people they follow. They put their faces out there. They're not hiding in a room, typing on a computer about stuff that hasn't seemed to happen. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, you fucking think? But I mean, yeah, welcome to the light of logic. Yes, you're wrong. Yes, it's very, very fucking dumb. Come back to reality. And that is my Q section. What we got to say, Data Sexy. Got one more section. Gonna do heroes and end the show. And then I'm gonna do the slow news week on the after party. I have to decide what I'm gonna do it though. I might do it later. But anyway, we've got long heroes. One of you have asked me to flesh out the hero section more. We need more heroes to end the show on, so I did it. I pulled together more heroes. So let's go ahead and fucking do it. We could be heroes just for one day. Yeah, we could, and hey, why not today? And first off on the heroes list, Sir Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebounds. I'm pretty sure I did a video a while back talking about what a piece of shit he is. I can't even remember. But this week, we like him.
Take this. I want y'all to drink this fucking beer. I want y'all to drink this fucking beer. I got 3 cases of Bud Light. Hey, and I want to say this. If you're gay, bless you. If you're transgender, bless you. And if you have a problem with that, fuck you. Take this.
Hell yeah! Way to be, Charles Barkley. My dad loved him some Charles Barkley hero shit. And apparently these little 12-year-old boys are hero with shit. They say to drown an 8-year-old boy. Seems commendable.
A 12-year-old and an 8-year-old saved another child from drowning. Here's what to do if you ever see someone in distress in the water. Notify a lifeguard. If none are around, remove the person from the water as quickly as possible and call 9.
Oh, I don't want to see that. Anyway, good on you kids for rescuing that little boy. And then apparently David Tennant pissing people off again. I think I showed this one the last time. Chris Crispy making the heroes list again. As long as he's going after Donald Trump like this, I'll allow it.
So how about we have the campaign?
On one key issue, Donald Trump says he'll fix the Ukraine war in 24 hours.
Yeah, I know how he'll do it. He'll bend over like he always does to Vladimir Putin and hand him Ukraine.
Yep.
Because he thinks he's a terrific person and an honest guy. This guy who is an authoritarian dictator who has invaded a neighbor with artillery and killing innocent people and taking their land by force. This is the guy Donald Trump calls a terrific person.
Let me flip the argument back at you.
Yeah.
Because I agree.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. That's what's going to happen. He's going to abandon the Ukrainian people and give Putin everything he wants. All of Ukraine. We know that's what's going to fucking happen. And not all heroes wore capes. So apparently this was labeled as happening to Joe Biden. Everywhere it was like, Joe Biden got hit in the head with a water balloon. Mike Pence. Sorry, I'm stoned. Mike Pence got hit in the head with the water balloon. Mike Pence was walking down a parade and this little girl threw a water balloon. So this is not Mike Pence. They got mislabeled everywhere. This is some CEO of a local company and they're at some kind of parade festival where water balloons and throwing it at the parade people is like a common part of it. But this little girl has awesome aim. Boom! Dead on. Somebody signed her to a softball contract. Boom! Got her right in the dome. And that guy's the one who posted it. So, not Mike Pence, though. But I'll put her in the hero column anyway. And Ted Lieu! Hero shit.
Trump advisor Roger Stone was convicted in a federal court, correct?
That's my recollection.
Trump donor Elliot Brady was convicted in a federal court, correct?
Also my recollection.
The Attorney General at the time for those two convictions was Bill Barr. Which president nominated Bill Barr for Attorney General?
President Trump.
Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen was convicted on two separate occasions in a federal court, correct?
I believe that's correct.
The Attorney General at the time for Cohen's second conviction was Matthew Whitaker. Which president appointed Matthew Whitaker as acting Attorney General?
President Trump.
Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort was convicted in a federal court, correct?
Yes.
Trump's former deputy campaign manager, Mr. Gates, was convicted in a federal court, correct?
That's my recollection.
Trump's campaign foreign policy advisor, George Papadopoulos, was convicted in a federal court, correct?
Yes, I think he pled guilty, yes.
The Attorney General at the time of those three cases was Jeff Sessions. Which president nominated Jeff Sessions for Attorney General?
President Trump.
You were the FBI director for all of those cases at the time. Which president nominated you?
President Trump.
Okay. What these facts show is we don't have a two-tiered system of justice. We have one Department of Justice that goes after criminals regardless of party ideology. All of these folks were convicted under the administrations of three separate Republican attorneys general. It is not the fault of the FBI that Donald Trump surrounded himself with criminals. Donald Trump brought that upon himself. Thank you to the FBI for exposing the cesspool of corruption of these Trump associates.
Yeah, exactly. He was the swamp. Everything they say is always the fucking opposite with these people. It's nuts. And gotta give it to Joe Biden once again. Gotta call out good shit that he does when we see it. The Biden administration just announced it will automatically cancel the education debt for 804,000 borrowers for a total of $39 billion in relief. He tried to do this before. They fought him every step of the way. Education should be free for everybody anyway. It's hard to believe that we're still selling knowledge to the next generation. Anybody that wants whatever knowledge they want should be able to get it easily and freely. Ridiculous system we have here. But at least Joe Biden doing something about it. And yeah, speaking of Joe Biden, 13.2 million jobs have been created under President Biden. 3.6% unemployment. More Americans are joining the labor force. The highest share of working age Americans have jobs in over 20 years. Real wage working class Americans are up over the past year. Growing strong. That's why they want to distract you with transgender people, distract you with gay people, distract you with Disney, whatever other bullshit they can think of. And you hear these Trump supporters, Biden's destroyed the economy. Oh, bullshit he has. Always better under Republican, always better under Democratic presidents, for sure. And this went super viral, but I guess I'll play it because I got to get it off the checklist, right? There's a big writer strike, an actor strike in Hollywood because the streaming services, the big movie companies, they're dog shit. I saw one girl from Orange is the New Black, one of the most popular TV shows of all time. She's one of the, not main characters, but she was on a shit ton of episodes. Says she gets checks for 25 cents a year for royalties from that show. They're fucking both the actors and the writers over so bad. And apparently the game plan has been announced. The end game is to allow things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses. Yeah, that's what the rich motherfuckers are going to do. Strike for fucking ever until you can't pay your rent. Then when you're desperate, have to come crawling back to us. Then we'll negotiate. Which brings me to Ron Perlman. One of my heroes, Ron Perlman, love him, had this to say about it.
But I will say one thing before I get off this. The motherfucker who said we're going to keep this thing going until people start losing their houses and their apartments. Listen to me, motherfucker. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. Some of it is financial, some of it is karma, and some of it is just figuring out who the fuck said that. And we know who said that. And where he fucking lives. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. You wish that on people. You wish that families starve while you're making $27 fucking million a year for creating nothing. Be careful, motherfucker. Be really careful. Because that's the kind of shit that stirs shit up. Peace out.
So that's some gangster sounding shit. He channeled his Sons of Anarchy character. Pretty funny. And I guess I'll do one more. Oh, let's do this one. Make you feel good. Send you away with some warmness in your heart. Just a little bit of kindness can make somebody's day. Here's Batman meeting his biggest fan. It's like, holy shit! What the fuck? Is this real life right now? Hug me some Batman. Batman's like, hell yeah, we got a kiss. Thank you, Batman. Cool costume. You are the man. You're the man, Batman. I love you. Thank you for rescuing Gotham and all of that from the Joker and whatnot. Appreciate that. Like, yes, Batman! Motherfucking Batman, everybody! Hell yeah! We'll give him a batarang. It's like, yeah, we'll kill all kinds of motherfuckers with this batarang. Look! Think of all the people I'm gonna murder with this. So, hug for the murder weapon. And like, oh! Batman's strong! Got a little Spider-Man in him. Thank you, Batman. So anyway, that was sweet. Like to see that. And all right! I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do this after party, but should I do it now or should I? How many people are watching this show? All right, so there's 580. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the after party now. I'm gonna do the after party now. So I need to make the after party public, and I'm gonna make it public. But let me go ahead and post the link to the after party, which we're going to do right now. All right, let's see. I guess I don't have to switch over to the after party. I guess there's no reason to do that, right? I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's end off with this one. Anyway, let's end off this one. I'll decide about the after party later. I told you guys about the legendary video of poo-poo. And people were like, Dusty, that didn't happen. You are a lying motherfucker. Now, I believe you went on a magic bus and did bunches of drugs and snuck nitrous into a festival. We believe that. But we do not believe the legend of poo-poo. No woman stripped naked in front of you and did a fire dance and cops didn't come up. Liar. Video proof. E uploaded the video. Here we go. The legend of poo-poo. Yeah, you get it, poo-poo. And she got a tattoo of Jerry Garcia on her vajiz. And woo, took her clothes off right there.
I'm filming.
And then let me skip to the end, and then the cops come. The cops come, here they come.
Hey, put your clothes on.
Put your clothes on. Put your clothes on, lady. And she did. She finished up her little act, and then she put her clothes on. And all right, I guess we're going to end there, folks. All right. I ain't really got nothing else to show it anyway. I got a couple more. I guess we could do a couple more of these. Why not? Let's do a couple more of these. Folks, I'm going to do something I never thought I would do on this show. Right here live, streaming on YouTube, I'm going to open up Pornhub. You're like, no, Dusty, don't do it. You're going to get banned. Nope. I'm doing this to make a point. No fear. And why? Why was I not afraid? Because apparently my IP has been blocked because I live in Mississippi. And Mississippi's passed a law that Pornhub has to verify your fucking age before you can go watch Pornhub. They took my porns! No, god damn it! I gotta get some kind of ID card to Pornhub now. Obviously, I just use I use Express VPN. That's what I use. Get around that. I ain't gotta worry about that. But like everybody else gotta worry about it. Fucking Mississippi. And of course, it's only like the more reputable sites like Pornhub that are going to do it. And like all the really trashy websites like Motherless, they ain't gonna obey these laws. So basically all you're doing is sending children to the really nasty websites instead of the more respectable ones like Pornhub. And obviously, like, I only found this out on accident. I was trying to type in I love Jesus and I misspelled and Pornhub came up. But all you're doing is making it worse, Mississippi. You're not making it better. Fuck off. And I guess I'll show this one too. Why not? I like this, and apparently these cops were chasing all these bad guys, and all the bad guys bailed out except for one. One smooth motherfucker jumps out of the car, and then he like slow walks like he's just part of the scenery. He not one of those running motherfuckers. They're all running. And this guy just hops out and just slow walk. Like, oh, I'm not with them. I'm just a normal bystander. Officers? I don't even know what is happening right now. Real man of genius. I say let him go. That's a pass in my opinion. And somebody needs to go get their fucking kid, yo. Yeah, wrong way. So they yell at the kid, get out the way. So of course the kid runs the exact wrong fucking direction. Oh yeah, that ain't good. I love this guy keeps going though. He tried. You tried to avoid him. That's all you can do. Kid should have been there. Watch your kid. And then this one's kind of cute. Don't know if you guys saw this one or not. I guess this is gonna be the last one that I do, and then I'm gonna read the super chats if there are any. Apparently this black kid really loves quesadillas, so he wants to be Mexican, because we all know only Mexicans are allowed to eat quesadillas.
You're Ethiopian, you're African, you're black. Okay?
I want to be Mexican.
Why do you want to be Mexican? Huh? Because you eat quesadillas?
Yeah.
That's why you want to be Mexican. So you don't want to be from Africa anymore?
No.
Why not?
Because I want to be Mexican.
Where do you get this from? What make you want to be Mexican? You can't just be Mexican just because you eat quesadillas.
It's because Nagasi is Mexican.
Nagasi's Ethiopian too. He's half Mexican, but he's Ethiopian too.
Oh, am I not Mexican too?
Because your parents are not Mexican. His mom is Mexican. I'm not Mexican. Your dad is not Mexican.
But I'm Mexican too.
Yeah, how you gonna be Mexican if none of your parents is Mexican? Okay, you gotta calm down. Xavier.
Get that kid a quesadilla, please. Goddamn. Now I want a quesadilla. Am I Mexican? A little bit. And all right, let me read the super chats, folks. Don't you already read that? Let's see. Let me reload it. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll work. Maybe. All right. Eric Biggs, $5. Thank you. Appreciate it, Eric Biggs. You made my day, Dusty. I never would know any of this without your show. Hey, that's what I do. Thank you, Environmental Coffee House. I appreciate you. $20 for Fat Riggs. Very generous. Finnish hobby horses are a tradition. Aren't the Finnish the happiest on earth? Yeah, they seem pretty happy to me. I ain't got a problem with it. To each their own. As a software engineer, you mostly correct, Dusty. Where you're incorrect is only a technically. All right. 30 go to 10. Psh. Rex Ablett, a surprise show is like an orgasm out of nowhere. Hell yeah. I think I fixed the problem though, yo. It hasn't disconnected since I put the fan on and turned the air conditioner back on. So I think the thing was just overheating. Apparently that's probably the problem the whole goddamn time. I'm just dumb as shit. Probably the cats have pissed all over it and they've created like a glue inside of it that's overheating the whole thing and cat piss glue. That is my guess. So I'm going to go clean this goddamn modem out. decide what I want to do about the after party. I may just say the after party for the Wednesday show. Let me keep it. Oh, April S! Woohoo! April! Gorgeous April S. gifting 10 Cult of Dusty memberships. Thank April S. Hero she is. Appreciate you. Keep rocking, man. What do? Raymond Coleman, appreciate you. How will you deal with a heartbreak, Dusty? Oh, man. Well, poorly, if history is any guide. I have not handled heartbreak well in the past, but I think what would I do? I'd probably get drunk a lot. I don't really have that problem anymore. Like, I've robotically turned off that aspect of my life, so it's hard to even imagine. I mean, eventually, like, the hard answer is you just kind of have to get the fuck over it, move on with your life. You can, like, mourn for a while, and you can, like, sit around, you can feel sad for a while, but then you have to make a decision. No, I'm not going to listen to sad songs anymore. I'm not going to drink fucking alcohol and get depressed and think about this person anymore. Instead, I'm going to control my thoughts. My thoughts start drifting to think about that person, or drifting to think about those sad fucking thoughts. I say no. I correct that thought, and I think about something positive. I move forward. I build myself back up. I go to the gym. I work harder to make myself a better person, and then wait for the right person to come along to me. I guess that's how I would do it. And I guess that's it. Phoenix Risen gave me $2. Thank you, Phoenix Risen. Hello, humans. What up, Unfriendly Atheist? Eric Biggs gave me money. I thought I saw some Mexican shit pop up. Mexican pesos. There you go. J-Doll. It's not showing up down here. But love you, Dusty Gilligan. I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get, but I think I might have solved it. Overheating. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense why I was doing it more when I turned my air conditioner off, right? Logic. You gotta love logic. If you just, like, think about things hard and you work out every different solution, you come up with, like, things that could be, and then you test to see if that's true. Basic science. You can figure shit out and change your life. You really can do it. It's amazing. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Yep, that's a fancy word for it, but I definitely do that shit. Major hug. Nice to see y'all next time. Hell yeah, folks. I'll be back Wednesday. It's only like a couple days away. So, gonna start doing the show again 3 days a week. Hopefully, get it back going. Hopefully, internet's gonna be fixed. So, see you guys then. Thanks everybody for joining me on the surprise episode of the best show God ever created. Love the shit out of you guys. And until next time, Logic. Mwah, fuck yes. Good night, everybody. Goodbye. We might do that after show. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on, but I'll let you guys know. Thank you, Jago Fett. gonna make the after party link public. Hang on, let me do that. We're gonna use the other after party link that I didn't do. I didn't do it one Saturday. Let me find that fucking link. Oh, here it is.